And we're live. Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing well today. Hi. Welcome in. So, for today, we've got more metaphor on the docket, and we're going to be continuing the story with it, which I'm going to be excited to see because I hear that the events that are happening in this, like, as I kept it spoiler-free as possible, but I hear that this is a particularly strong point in the story where things really get crazy and shit hits the fan. So I'm excited to see what this may end up bringing. But yeah, besides you know, the usual, it's been pretty normal on my side of things. Just keeping up with news, finding jobs, and I've been just kind of running around a lot lately as far as potential things is concerned. And also, I learned about a concert that might be that's happening in September that I'm very tempted to go to. So yeah. In any case, metaphor. We're back on it, and this time I remembered to turn on the game audio, and here we are. So last we left off, we had just attempted a bunch of side quests. Oh, I did look up what I could do to change the hot weather situation for the tower quest that I was stuck on, as well as the one in the that unlocked Yufa's quest, because as you all saw last time, I got my shit thoroughly rocked last time. So what I'm doing, no, I don't mean to, no, don't turn. Oh, so that's how that works. Okay, never mind. Well, in any case,
what now?
What I'm meaning to find is the guy that's the leader of the village here, because he apparently works to alleviate the hot weather temperament of the area, which would mean the monsters are actually able to have press turns acted upon, which is huge for me because that's what got me last time. So unfortunately, even if I did do it now, we only have one in-game day before the plot has to move forward. So I'm just gonna spend today's day doing something else. So let's check our followers real quick, see who can. Ooh, Hulkenberg or Barden. Hulkenberg will be close to max if I go for talking to her. And yeah, but so we gained Yufa in terms of the follower stuff. She is now available and is able to help out with all of her things, because her situation is that she wants to learn more about the world and help her people by acting kind of as an emissary. So that's really good. So I just need to find Hulkenberg, I guess, because I could talk to Barden, but I want to max out my party members to also get their archetypes to full power like I did with Stroll. How much money have I got? Just check real quick.
What now?
Not too much.
All right.
Wasn't there also no, we already got the information. We also got info on a bounty quest with a Cyclops and a bunch of goblin type enemies in a former bandit camp, so that's another bounty we can do. But we'll do that when we've got more availability.
Now then.
Okay, extra 26,000. What is this? Oh. And hard armor. Still more of that. Okay. Well, I think we're for the most part fine with everything I have. And I did some archetype arrangement stuff for some of the dungeons that we did, but I'm going to change some more characters around real quick to see if we can get that done. Because Stroll right now is general, and he needs 2 more ranks in that to unlock the true final thing for samurai for him. And then Hulkenberg, she can rank up to this, but I need to, you know what? That's an incentive to actually get her bond up. But I have kept her as wizard right now because she could use the experience to get this up to rank 10 for the final part of her archetype. Heismay, what do I do for you? Do I rank you? I should put you back to Assassin if this is any indicator, so let's go with that. Check the skill inheritance, that's fine. Juna, I made you a faker, or a thief rather. Yeah, faker. Because your thing, yeah, faker. Thought so. And then Yufa. We do not have a high enough ranking with her to see what the next thing for Summoner is. So I put her on... Oh, wait, no, there it is. Magic Seeker, that's right. So... She's already ranked 10 with this, so I think when I max this out, I'm just going to change her back to Seeker. So that'll be the plan. That's what I've got in mind for now. And I kept a Cleric because I think I just needed the big heals for something, but... I think maybe I'll change back to Magic Seeker for now. And all of that looks fine. Stroll, what skills do I have you for? Oh, you have... Oh, right, because I ranked up with Barden. Perfect Punch, Fiery Strike. Tarukaja, One ally's hit evasion. All right. That, I think, will be a good one to have for him. That'll work. Okay. Yeah, we're pretty set now. Can check the item stuff. Let's go check shops. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think we got some...
Where to?
I think we got some things that...
Let's go.
We can go to the church for to purify. Let me check real quick. Purify. Yeah. Okay, blessed water. Okay. I keep trying with this and it's... How many of these things do I have? I feel like this is glitched. For some reason I keep purifying this and it's just draining 50 each time I do it. Bone pulverizers. I only have so many blessed waters I can use. Ooh, I can do that one though. Heavenly water. Nope, just one of those. Okay, so these might not end up being good enough for Juna's purposes. Mirror mail. Resists light damage. That'd be good. Resist dark. Halves damage received from an enemy ambush. Right. I think we got this before. Yeah, I... Purify that. So that's good. Resist pierce. Light attack strength. Who is weak to pierce? Everybody could get a really big boost out of the Hellrock Cuirass. Cuirass? I think it's Cuirass. Skills that hit multiple enemies will always hit the max amount. That's right. Yeah, that one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. All right. That's about all I can do for that. And then Balm of Life's, I'm fine with that. And then Breath of Fresh Air. Yeah, we're all set on that. Okay, we're good. So, who should I equip that onto that I just got? Oh, it doesn't. Did I not just cure this? Huh. I don't know. I'm not getting as much out of the purification stuff as I am with the with the appraisal, because it seems like some of the equipment is turning out to not be better despite the stat boosts. Odd. Oh well. In any case, anything else I can think of to do before I go to spend time with Hulkenberg? Do I have any quests I can do? That's the One-Eyed Scoundrel. That's the island, or that's the, yeah. And I'm not gonna do... Oh, Neuris, but that's a nighttime thing. Yeah, let's just go ahead and head to Hulkenberg. Where is she?
What now?
I've decided I must put my life on the line. Yeah, so Hulkenberg's current situation with her story is that a former friend and knight that she worked with gained a lot of power and is kind of being a total dick towards people, and Hulkenberg's like, that's not the true knight way, and then he goes, what would you know, you abandoned your post. So yeah, let's go see what she's up to.
Well met.
We have the spear. As our sole means of dispatching Luis, it is a precious tool indeed. Now it's the time for prudence. Or now is the time for prudence. We strengthen our arm before the thrust. I've been thinking of my once compatriot Rodanth. I still want to believe in him, but I can't help but hope that in the heart of his ambition still lies a knight's conviction. I believe I know the way I might see the truth, through a fair and honest duel. I doubt he'd fight fair. I did it!
Perhaps.
You think him capable of such dishonor? But surely... No, you're right. I shouldn't discount it. Perhaps he would resort to underhanded means. Maybe he would... maybe he would write a twit longer in the middle of the fight and cancel me. Alright.
No.
I suppose I simply didn't want to consider it. 'Tis a hard prospect to face, that he would change so drastically. But indeed, it is as you say. I have a higher cause to fight for. I cannot afford to risk my life on a more petty pursuit. You know, I've actually just been asked a favor by an old acquaintance. I should reach out to him.
Say.
I should like to go to him now, if my witness has no objections. I don't mind.
I thank you.
Heartening indeed. Let us hurry to the gallows. I've heard word that Rodanth is preparing for another execution. Yeah, he's executing a lot of people left and right, and he's really just being a total bastard. Before I arrive, though, I must meet with a certain organization. You go on. Let us meet at the gallows. I hear the animated voices of those gathered at the gallows.
Listen!
Good citizens, once again, it appears some traitors have wormed their way into our midst.
Heed my words.
But fear not. In the name of the honorable order of knights, we shall render justice upon these 8 pawns of evil who would disturb our peace.
Wait.
Rodanth, halt.
Whoops.
What now? Have you come to aid in this execution?
No.
The opposite, in fact.
Yes.
I have come here today to set you straight. The honorable order, was it? I say that you are a stranger to honor, and have been for years. Well, isn't that a sight? That a defecting vagrant would bluster so at the Knight Commander himself. No. Nay, we two were once royal knights both, birds of a feather. And so, Rodanth, I challenge you to a duel.
As a knight.
And should I win, I will halt this capricious execution. I stake my very life upon it. A duel, eh? You would gamble your life for this. You would be no match for me besides. Do you then mean to run from my challenge, O Commander of the Honorable Order? Yeah! Death to traitors! Glory to the Knight Commander! Okay.
Do you see sense?
The people would have your answer. A duel is a sacred battle. As a knight, will you disregard it? Very well. Consider your foolish offer accepted. If you wish so badly to be reminded of the gulf between us, then I shall oblige you. Will is my witness. Where is yours?
Oi!
Nasetum, I think. Sir, you will be my witness. I trust I need not explain.
Well then.
boy, howdy, a guy with a cloak over his head and yeah, seems legit, I guess. We go to more discreet grounds. This will be a fierce battle indeed, and I do not wish to set the peoples ill at ease. I shall meet you before the great gate.
Let's move.
Will to me. All right. We've come to the great gate outside the capital as instructed.
Here?
You chose a place far indeed from any audience. Had you more confidence, we could have settled this for all to see. Be careful.
Now then.
Witnesses present and ready? Now then, let us fight with all honor and fairness. Draw your sword, Rodanth. Oh, that would be quite unnecessary. Nasetum! What? I can't move!
Absurd.
Fool. You and the whelp have made quite the name for yourselves. You think I'd do the deed right there, with the whole town watching? Nasetum here was kind enough to bring a specialist igniter once outlawed. I thought killing you might take some extra measures. Hurts, doesn't it? Like 100 blades in one, slicing through every part of you. End her pain, Nasetum. Face me instead. Why don't you face me instead? I told you, Will, do not interfere.
You cur.
Weighted against despair. I would endure this pain 1,000-fold. What? How?
Rodanth.
I wanted to believe you would accept my challenge in earnest. But now, more than anything, I see I was a fool to have faith in you. Okay, so he didn't have to fight while she was still a mage. That would not have been a good idea. Her strike brought him to his knees.
Rodanth.
Your skills have dulled, Rodanth. And that Nasetum fellow appears to have absconded. Victory is ours, then. As wagered, your farce of an execution shall be stayed. How can this be? An heiress of nepotism, propped up by nothing more than her lineage, has no right to take what I've earned by my ability alone.
Stop.
I took nothing from you. It was you alone who soiled, then abandoned your knightly path.
Speak no more.
Stay your tongue. I am nothing like you. You threw your title away, but I have a duty to maintain absolute order in this city while the throne remains unoccupied.
Heed my words.
Do you think it easy to keep citizens in line? Do you think it's a simple matter? Our snares must succeed for us to eliminate resistance.
No.
A knight follows an oath of allegiance, not power alone. 'Tis not a convenience of a title, nor a means to bury one's own fears of inferiority. I had hoped you and I might have one last fair duel as peers, but the time for sentiment has passed. Our paths diverged long ago.
Hail.
Enough of this. Take away this fiend who mistook abuse and the crown's power for his own.
All right.
About time we got to step in. Take him away. Aye, sir. Who are these guys? Oh, the people she met with. I never thought you'd settle this in a duel. Not really a bloke to fight fair, is he? Who are you? Who are you, anyway? Lady Hulkenberg didn't say. We're Knights of the Shadow Guard. Rodanth's been relieved of his duties as a Knight Commander. As such, we're taking him into custody.
This time?
Anyhow, you've really helped us out. We'd been waiting for a chance to catch Rodanth red-headed, overstepping his bounds. I did mention, yes. I had to call upon a certain organization before we set forth. I'd been asked to help expose Rodanth's wrongdoings. Having departed the knighthood, I was also free of certain limits imposed by the title. Still, you seem pretty reluctant, Lady Hulkenberg. Kept saying you'd convince Rodanth to step down of his own volition. I wanted to believe that within him, a knightly pride yet survived. And now, 'tis an outcome most unfortunate. You brought him to justice, but you were able to stop him.
True.
You're right. And I'd not have won without you. So thank you for seeing this through.
Yes.
We've already investigated his home, and it had all the evidence we need. Seems he was executing certain people who'd gotten on the wrong side of the nobles. And those 8 were to be hanged today, they were acquitted of all wrongdoing. It's not the Shadow God's true purpose, to be sure, but hard to overlook something like this. We thank you for your efforts resolving the matter, Dame Knight. Okay, so he was like, oh god, quite literally like, oh, he badmouthed my Pookies on Twitter. I must send him to the gallows. He addressed me as a knight to a fellow knight. I cannot say if I've lived up to such a title. You kept your faith. You held fast to your ideals. I had you supporting me. You kept me from losing faith.
I thank you.
Thank you. Since I parted ways with Rodanth, I thought I was no longer worthy of the company of friends. But the more I floundered on my own, the more distant any escape seemed. And I lost sight of that path ahead.
My thanks.
But now I've overcome the woman I once was. Thanks to you, Will. Ah.
She.
Steadfast vassal Hulkenberg, keeper inheritor of the knight's virtues.
No.
You've tempered your bond. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee.
New power.
Bearing this new power fosters this connection. Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny. Yay! And we have unlocked
Yes.
the
I
Dark
am your
Knight,
knight.
or Paladin and Dark Knight. Oh, so I get 2 options for her? Ooh. You can now study the Paladin in Academia. Try seeing what powers await you. You can now study the Dark Knight in Academia. So what's the difference? Let us return to the team. I am tired indeed. We've done all we can here. The only thing left to do is wait. The pursuits of the Shadow Guard are classified, of course. I'm sorry to ask, but could you keep from mentioning these matters to our friends? Sure. I feel as though I've gotten more support from the knighthood thanks to Hulkenberg's increased trust in me. Oh. All right. Oh, wait, I probably can't hang out with Neurus because it's Night Before's plot.
What's up, Del? Something on your mind? That's nothing. Just thinking.
Oh no. You're not still feeling unwell, are you?
It's just a twinge now, that's all. I'm sharp as ever, me.
You sure? Because I remember once the big fever passed, you went hot and cold again a couple more times. I've never seen you go down like that.
I said I'm fine, didn't I? God, but you don't worry too much. Come on, I'm starving.
Something's bothering me.
Really? He seemed pretty healthy to me.
Just a bad feeling, I suppose. It was a human that wounded him. Hard to say whether the Magla might have any nasty side effects. You know.
You mean he may need magic healing? I don't know if we're gonna find that here on the island.
Hey, is there any way we could get Rella to take a look at him? Magla-born symptoms can take a turn for the worse incredibly fast, no matter how healthy you are. I'd rather not let it fester.
Well, we do claim to help anyone in need, eh? But don't forget that we're fighting a battle. And if you cannot distinguish friend and foe on the battlefield, it will be your end.
I know you're right. But I get the feeling those two are telling themselves the same thing.
What if now, what if, instead of speeding to her doorstep, we ask her saintliness to come here? It'll just take a bit of conspiring to get our story straight. I mean, I'm not normally a chap to take sides in this sort of thing, but those two hardly strike me as the evil type.
Look, Captain, I wouldn't feel right ignoring this. Will you please go to the royal capital for me?
Also, we've an ad break starting in about 4.5 minutes, just a heads up. No problem.
No problem. I'll go.
I knew you'd say that. Well, if Rella's coming here, I guess it won't be that much trouble.
Thanks. I remember I called you too soft once. I see now I was wrong.
If that's sorted, let's get it done sharpish before any complications crop up.
God, the flare-cut pants are such a choice in this universe. I like it, though. It's just, wow.
Thank you so much for your help leading the evacuation. They tell me not everyone got a chance to thank you. So on their behalf...
Don't worry about it. Didn't want the annihilation of a whole village on my conscience is all.
Wasn't expecting you to handle the evacuation side, though. Thought for sure you'd be the first in the fray with the human.
They healed me up. Gotta repay the favor, don't I? Wouldn't feel right otherwise.
And then for their sake, you should take care of yourself, too.
What? Who the hell? No way. Aren't you Saint Rella?
You're joking. You're not joking. Why is she here?
I called for her, and she came. You that surprised? I know people in the Crown Theocracy. My work speaks for itself these days.
It's almost time for the Saints' Day festivities in Montario. Having been invited, I was in the area. I heard about your splendid work, Fidelio and Basilio. I hardly recognized the two of you.
You remember us?
Of course. This is a bit of a reversal, though. Back then, it was you helping treat Basilio's wound. I can tell how far you've come since then.
Ugh.
But I've also heard about your own injury. Your right foot, I'm guessing. Have you felt any sudden fevers come on? Let me have a look.
Oh, he's actually being agreeable.
Yes, that should do. I can see you had an expert looking after you already. Physically, you're as well as anyone could ask. But... Fidelio, is there something you feel lost or anxious about?
Where's that coming from?
I've talked to lots of people.
It appears you suddenly It appears you suddenly caught a case of ligma. What's ligma? Ligma balls.
When I speak to someone who's feeling strong emotions, I can sense the state of their heart as if seeing it with my own eyes.
Nah, I'm sound. Nothing's getting me down.
I see. Then you should be fine. Just don't take life for granted, or your treatment will have been for nothing. Keep on living, all right? For now, let's see. Run to the beach and back with Basilio. If you can make it without slowing down, then clearly there's nothing wrong with your foot.
Hey, sounds like a laugh. Just like when we were kids. Step lively, Del, or I'll leave you behind.
Hey, what the hell? I said I'm fine. Oh, damn it. Basilio! Hang on!
Thanks, Rella. When you told me about the first time you'd saved someone's life, I didn't realize you were talking about them.
You're in Luis's entourage now. Yet you needed our stories to match in front of the brothers. You're swimming in dangerous waters, aren't you? Not just that, you've got a gauntlet runner that can teleport across the land and an elder captain who wields it through magic. That's a lot to take in.
Well, how do I put this?
I didn't realize it when I met you before, but you're already one of the top candidates. I saw the King's Rock. Are you intending to confront Luis?
Bleh. All right, well, the ads are about to start in 30 seconds, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the ad break ready. So use these next 3 minutes to get yourself some water, stretch, whatever you need to do, and then we'll have 1 hour of no pre-rolls, and we will be right back, everyone. Also, I completely forgot what I was gonna say, never mind. But yeah, BRB everybody. And we're back. Thank you for your patience, everybody. All right. Freshly hydrated, and now we're gonna see... I have a very strong feeling Rella may be the last follower we get. I could be wrong, but I don't know, because she would also be a healer type, and that's Maria. So, who the... Because there's one more archetype we're missing, and one more follower. I have a sneaking suspicion that it's Basilio, and he would provide like a berserker type of archetype. Because counting up what we've got Seeker and Magic Seeker in the form of like the all-around sort of red mage from Final Fantasy style spellcaster. We've got Stroll with the Swordmaster and the warrior type. Hulkenberg with a more tanky knight. Gallica with a mage. Barden with the commander type, which is more of a support unit. Maria with the healing stuff with cleric. Sniper for long range DPS with Nereus. Thief with Heismay. The masked dancer, which is kind of a... I don't know what I would... Probably a blue mage, I guess. Like something that embodies other spells but also has its own kit. The faker, which is like a debuff thing with Alonzo. Then there's summoner that we just got with Yufa. So we need one more. Or no, Brigitte with merchant. I almost forgot about her. And then I think it's one more. So I have a very, like, we don't have a berserker type. That's the only thing I can think of that might be a archetype type that would work, but what else? Like I'm trying, because a lot of these archetypes are all based off of more of the tropey hero types that you tend to see in stories. So there's Berserker, that's an immediate one that comes to mind. But outside of that, I can't really think of anything else. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong, but I've got a feeling that it could be Basilio or Rella, but it may be just a different character that we just don't know about yet. I'm not even sure if they'd be a party member, but I have a feeling. Might as well be upfront with her.
Yes, that's right.
Well, there you have it.
So you are committed to this path, no matter what. I knew this day might come. It's not my place to stop you.
Come now, do you have to be so bleak? I've already spent my fair share of time with Luis, you know.
Don't underestimate Luis. As far as the Crown Theocracy knows, the King's magic will protect the highest candidates from any harm. And they think that guarantees their safety at the festival. But I've done my research. Some attacks the barrier can't stop. I believe the magic only prevents underhanded approaches, like ambush.
So there's a loophole.
It's not widely known, but take a duel, for instance. Both parties identify themselves, fight with consent, and the magic won't protect them, no matter their standing.
But if you just have to identify yourself and agree to fight... Oh, was that why the battle with Gladel?
Suffice it to say, the King's shield is not perfect, and Luis will surely exploit that. I have a terrible feeling there will be bloodshed before Saint's Day is over. I won't try to stop you, but be careful down the road, all right?
So that makes sense. The King's magic worked on Gladel because Gladel fought us, yes, but he was trying to be underhanded and didn't have it as like a honorable bout. Instead, it was just him trying to underhandedly use tactics and attack us. Okay. Understood.
Yes, understood.
Then please, look after Juna.
Ugh, you do know I'm not a child anymore.
Keep up, Tell! Gotta be faster than that!
You spring-heeled bastard, you've got the height advantage. Damn it, you haven't won yet.
I suppose we'll have to leave it there.
Long legs, you get a large gate. Let's see, we sent Rella back with the Grand Trad teleportation magic, avoiding the gaze of the brothers. We're fortunately, why didn't notice, yeah. And it's a day divisible by 5. So if we're gonna go into the Gauntlet Runner, I gotta remember to take my lucky poo.
Can't deny it this time, though. You lot did fantastic.
And Lady Juna's safe too. I owe you thanks for that, if nothing else. The islanders gave us a map of the east side of the island. Their way of thanking us, I suppose. You're welcome to it, if you don't waste it.
See? Old Dell's great at looking after people. He saved loads of them in the evacuations.
Oh, belt up, would you? Been meaning to ask. That's a book, yeah?
Didn't take you for a book reader. Lord Luis likes them, though. Often got his head buried in one.
I like that more or less as we keep acquiring party members and other characters that hang out with us. When we tell them about the book, it just feels like the main character has created a book club around this one book. And I just have to wonder, like, it brings to mind if whether or not there would be a genuine book club circle they do where they're like, okay, we're going to now discuss God, what would be a thing they'd all have funny opinions on? Imagine their opinions on 50 Shades of Grey or something, you know, something like that.
By the way, doesn't Lord Luis have this same book? I hear it's been banned.
How should we know? Not like we grew up round books. People barely literate nowadays, frankly.
I would have been careful with that question because either Dell could ask like, hey, why are you curious if Luis has the same book? Furthermore, how would you think that he has that?
So, what's it say? As long as we're killing time anyhow, let me see it. In this world, one can become anything they desire. Neither birth nor status decides your occupation.
Huh, sounds grand, that. You think this place really exists?
Of course not, you muppet.
You
It's
muppet.
a fantasy, remember? Anyone is free to become anything. This is a paradise of equality and freedom, devoid of discrimination or prejudice.
I have to say, one of my favorite, like, terms used in England English is you muppet. When, like, another word for just saying you dum-dum or what have you, it's like, oh, come off it. You stop making all of your statements, you muppet. Like, I like that. I like you muppet. It's funny. I think it's cute.
Pretty words, then. But if everybody's free to do what they want, they'll work out their own reasons to be prejudiced. You can call it a utopia, but I reckon people living in it might romanticize our world too. At the end of the day, dreaming of escape will only ever be a dream. Nothing changes unless you do it with your own hands.
Aye. But if we really could do anything, I quite fancy opening up a little diner with you, Del. You like singing, eh? And I'm dead handy with a cook pan. We could invite Lady Juna over. Host a fancy soiree of our own. Every night, just us and our best mates living it up. You telling me you don't like the sound of that?
Get your head out of the clouds, Baz. We're long past being able to get away with that. Doesn't matter anyway. A dream is just a dream.
I find that interesting that he actually has something to criticize in the book. Because for the most part, with everything in that book, people always talk about the stuff in there with a little reverence, being like, oh, how wistful and lovely that would be if it was, but sadly our world can't be like that. But then Del is like, so they really want to be able to be anything they want then? Well, then they still have their own ways of being able to discriminate. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of refreshing that you have a character that's actually criticizing the book for being a little too wishful thinking. That's something. Like, I don't know, found that interesting.
Well then, we're departing today. But what's this I hear about a festival on the island? The islanders all seem to be heading for the coast.
Yes, of course.
The village wants to show their gratitude to us and wish us a safe journey. Thanks to the tides, I believe we can still make it by the deadline, even if we leave tomorrow. The festivities include a sacred rite where the dragon god statue is set alight in a ceremonial bonfire. It's said that if you offer prayers to it with someone, your wishes will come true. Oh, isn't that just marvelous? And who will our dear captain pray with tonight, I wonder? See, this would probably be a sticking point to increase your relationship with someone if you choose to date. But as I said, dating is not a thing in this game, which, again, I stated it before. I read the devs' reasoning as to why they chose not to have like a dating thing in here, and I understand it completely. And it's not like you need dating sim elements in the game for it to be considered like top tier or what have you, or romance aspects for that matter. It's just, I just find it so interesting because of so much of what this game has taken from Persona and SMT that it just decides not to take the dating aspect of things. And I'm like, huh, all right. But who knows if there is more of this new IP coming down the line, if it ever happens, I don't know if they could include that or not, but it's fine. You know, not the worst thing in the world to have. All right, overwrite. And plus, there is a little implication with Yufa. With that decided, we all helped the villagers prepare for the festival. And once the effigy of the dragon god was complete, the sun was already down.
Didn't expect them to throw such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first night here in a cell.
I hear 'tis a festival in the dragon god's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage. In place of a lighthouse, their fire is kept burning until the morning.
I say, these locals are bally well informed. They're up to their gills in practical and theoretical magna theory. Not as focused on the mechanicals as us mainlanders, but the land's far from barbaric. Their insights could rather improve the runner's design, you know? Ah, speaking of, I finished with the lance replica.
We're finally ready.
Woo! Grand, ain't it? Dell's all better, and we've got some choice souvenirs to bring back to Lord Luis.
We're not out of the woods yet. Don't be too quick to celebrate.
Hey, come on, lads, loosen up! It's a party! We've all had a little fun.
And you? What's a sanctist fat cat like you doing getting all giddy over a pagan festival?
I have to laugh, don't I? You know, I thought the Crier's life had made me pretty knowledgeable about our world, but turns out most of what I knew was lies. Makes me think, maybe this is how my old father felt.
Crier a family trade, eh?
Imagine that.
The Crown Theocracy does love their hereditary titles. Yeah, my old man was a serious fella. More than me, that's for sure. He called out corruption where he saw it. Made him a pariah. But there you go. Yeah, I remember he once flat out suggested igniters were more dangerous than the Crown Theocracy was letting on. And there was that riot in the slums, of course, the one started by that Parapus. The church dismissed it as paupers revolting over their conditions. But my old man, well, he said it wasn't a riot at all. Outright accused the Crown Theocracy of turning an innocent Parapus feral through horrific magic experiments.
What?
Who knows what really happened there? Either way, nobody took my father seriously. He was condemned as a liar, and he died young. Just the way it is, I suppose. People will always prefer their own feelings to the truth. Happiness is a luxury hard to come by otherwise. Hard to care about the world after that. I was a poor excuse for a crier, if you ask me. Yet, here I am. It's beyond weird. Somehow, you lot have managed to make the world seem interesting again. I'm genuinely grateful, you know? It makes a man feel as if he owes you.
You owe us nothing. Can't afford any rumors about you being biased in our favor, anyway.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, though, you need anything, you've got me on your side. I'll do what I can. For now, I'll catch a boat ride to Altabri ahead of you. Once this festival's over, it'll be farewell for the moment. So, let's make this a bash to remember.
Okay. So it turns out the riot that Haizume's son died in might have been caused by church magic experiments.
Bring out the treats!
And those are?
The fruit is called dragon's tears.
They look like
They're quite
Pokemon
precious.
apricots.
Their tree only bears one
Like the things that made like lore balls and stuff.
Ah, tis delicious. Beyond delicious.
Wonderful. This again. Hulkenberg's tastes are a dubious metric at best.
Please, it's the rarest of harvests, and we would like to share it with you.
The juice bursts forth as soon as I put it in my mouth.
Sounds. I feel quite.
Oh, are they alcoholic? Are they just like fruit buzzballs? Oh wait, no, are they?
What's going on? There's something odd.
Are they
about the
high?
way those two are laughing. But he's crying. What is this fruit?
You see, in old times, so long.
Oh, they're zooted.
Times people
Oh no.
to a higher plane of existence.
I think.
And
Either zooted or drunk.
Ha. Yes, you certainly appear to have reached some higher
No,
state.
zooted.
Glad I passed.
Phew. Finally back to normal. Well, that sure felt like a festival. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, and did you hear? The people of this island make a wish over that flame. It's said that if you write your wish on a piece of paper, it'll bring you good luck. We don't often get to relax like this. So why don't you go there with someone?
We certainly have plenty of time. This is a rare opportunity. Who should I invite?
Have you decided on someone?
Who else? Who should I pick? So they're all just standing around. This is a tough pick. Because I like all the characters. And I can't check my, and I can't check my damn stuff. Okay, I want to read on this thing. Dragon's Tear, a sacred fruit harvested only once every few years on Virga Island, also called a phantom fruit, as it's never seen outside of the main island. Many of its harvests are used in rituals to converse directly with gods, but it is also served on special occasions like festivals, or to special guests. Their sugary, succulent juices and rich flavor make them quite a treat. It must be noted, however, that those who eat one tend to behave most unusually for a short period thereafter. Yeah. So yeah, it's a fruit edible. That's funny. Yeah, pagan festival lit a flame, serving as both offering to the dragon god and a beacon for sailors in the night. These days, however, it's a tradition of more cultural significance than practical. Historically, danger has apparently befallen villagers who went to sea without holding the festival beforehand. Okay. Chamber of the innermost depths of the Dragon Temple, where the priests commune directly with the dragon god. Dracodios was first discovered there and remains so enshrined when people not being used for ceremony. Several relics apparently left by lost city's denizens as well as discovered. Yeah. God, there is so much world building. They even have something for a fucking fruit. All right. Who to pick? You know what? Let's go with Gallica. She's been really great through this playthrough.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty how the fire reflects off the ocean. Not even God could refuse granting a wish in a scene like this. Hey, what do you think God is? That's a question. Sanctism and this village's religions both have a god, right? And they all believe God protects them and makes them happy. But is it actually possible for everyone in the world to be happy? If someone's not happy, what's their god doing? Just watching.
Hold on.
Excuse me. Maybe God is just watching. Just watching? Sounds easy. I prefer God to step in if someone needs help. I just want there to be less unhappiness in the world. Though I suppose it's pretty hard to quantify, really. Anyway, back to reality. Shall we go make our wishes? Nothing to lose from trying, right?
Yeah!
There we go. And if you don't grant my wish, you'll regret it, you hear? I think adding that gave me a little better chance. You're not exactly... I'm not sure God would be very scared of you.
Oh, come
Hey,
on.
just because I'm a tiny little fairy doesn't mean I can't be scary. I wish for all the world's anxiety to be replaced with hope. Why not dream big, right? When we don't know what lies ahead, that's when we're the most anxious, right? And that's pretty much true of most of our lives. All the more reason to enjoy life for what it is and hope for the best. You've got to expect to be anxious about stuff.
Right.
You've got a pretty good perspective on it.
Besides,
I'm just saying, if we can wake up the prince, I think that would give people hope. And considering how far you've come, I think you're going to see it through. Have you already thought about that? How far you've come, I mean? You've grown so much since you got pushed off a cliff in the desert. I should know. I've been there the whole time. Aww. So what did you wish for, Will? To get closer to you, for everyone's safety, for journey success. What will she say, actually? I wish I could be closer to you, Gallica.
what?
What? Back it up, Will. Why would you wish for something that's already true? I'm sure that when you make a wish, God listens.
Thank you.
Whew, I had a great time at this festival. Thanks for that. I'd like to give you something. Not as thanks or anything. I found it on the beach the other day. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Take care of it, will you?
Sure.
Thank you, Gallica.
I've got this.
It's a weapon. A weapon, okay? Getting it back to the runner was a nightmare, so you better equip it. What'd she give me? Gave me a gift we were not... Oh! It was probably also meant for potentially helping with boosting of ranks, but as I said, we've been ranking up pretty consistently. If anything, I just need the kingly virtues to be up more.
Tell, you hear all that? What that cry was talking about?
Yeah. Sounded proper familiar to me.
It's easy to blame the Sanctus Church for the whole thing. But maybe not all of them were happy about it. Makes you think. I remember St. Rella looked like her heart was breaking, seeing us at death's door. Maybe she knew what was going on. Del, what do we believe in, really? Are we absolutely positive that, you know, Count Luis's vision and ours have enough in common?
I thought we were done talking about this. He's the reason we got this far. A couple of Parapus orphans. Nobody else wants us. Nobody cares about us. We'd be nothing without Count Luis.
I know, Del, but he makes all them speeches about equality, but in the end, he's gonna leave the weak to die. I heard him talk about his ideal world, and it sounds like a world where we'd have died alone in the dirt. No Saint Rella to save us. Is that what we're fighting for?
Too late for that kind of talk, brother. Blood on our hands either way.
Hey! What are you two doing on your own? Come join the party! You'll miss the whole festival.
Lady Juna.
What's that look about? I know you're absolutely smitten with me, love, but you needn't be so tense about it.
Do you plan to kill Count Luis?
What are you talking about? He can't be killed anyway.
Lady Juna, I don't think your heart is with Count Luis anymore. Or maybe it never was. There's a side of you that you only show them. But us, starting to think we've never seen the real you.
Are you really so worried for Count Luis? He's the one who measures worth in power. So what would he think to hear you underestimating him?
So you don't actually work for Forden or nothing then? No ulterior motives?
I've been with Count Luis since before the race even started, haven't I? Ever since he was stripped of command.
Hey, Del.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. That's my fault. But trust me on this. I promise I'll make sure this world's got more to give you two than despair.
I saw it with my own eyes. That lance gets past the king's magic. That means it can kill a candidate. They were testing it among themselves, and Lady Juna was right there with them.
You serious? How are we supposed to report that to Count Luis?
Don't worry, it's my own problem. I told you to leave the thinking to me.
You know why? I really like Lady Juna's songs, and I like seeing you listening to her when you get the chance. You got arm around your heart, Del, and her music pierces it. I don't want to kill Lady Juna. And you don't either, Del. Do you?
I like these two. They're really good. Since tonight's our last night on the island.
So?
Tomorrow's the big day, so let's make sure we're plenty rested and sleep off the very likely edible hangover that happens. Shouldn't go out. Damn it.
When we first arrived, I never thought we'd be making the journey to Altaberry with hope in our hearts. Let the waves rock us then. We will prepare ourselves for the trials to come.
I hope the brothers are okay. I don't think they know the particulars of our plan, but we can't let our guard down.
Well,
I just hope we can get out of here without being attacked.
I beg your pardon, but...
Well, Will, since we'll be journeying together for some time, I want to thank you for having me. I'm sad to leave my brother and will miss him dearly, but I know in my heart this will be a grand adventure.
Yes.
I cannot have my stomach grumbling while afield. I should buy myself a small ration of something before we depart. The trouble is finding a food that will not spoil. Just get a package of Twizzlers. Those will last like 15 years. Just get an average American candy. Those are preserved to hell and back.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king.
So I think by now my controller's probably done charging. I must... Excuse me. I must say I'm sad to leave the island. If for no other reason than every meal here has been an utter delight.
I'm almost certain you said the same thing when we left Brilhaven. And Martira. A new world of cuisine is but a few days away if you'd just be patient.
Mind your tongue, Stroll. A few days is thrice as many meals. Wow, you really are taking this hard. Well, when you said your goodbyes to the people and the food, meet me at the Gauntlet Runner. I mean, I'm kind of the same way. Like, anytime I ever find a place that I really like in a new area, I just go like, "Ugh,
I don't want to leave the food."
All right.
What now?
40,000. That's probably not enough for anything. Actually, didn't we have a thing at this stall?
It's you!
Well, so you recognize my wares and weapons and armor. Oh, right. Yeah, let's do business. I rotated my stock on a daily basis, but these items by nature are scarce and difficult to come by. I'll ask you to limit yourself to buying one item a day. With your sharp eye, choosing something shouldn't be an issue. One item a day, huh? Let's get bossy armor.
Goodbye now. Hey,
All right. So it's the same deal as the accessories guy in Brilhaven. No, in Martira. So that's how that works. I want to get this appraised real quick. How good is this? Let's see. Reduces the damage from being hit by your weakness. Oh, that's another thing. Oh, Hulkenberg actually could use that. Let's go ahead and equip that to her.
Sounds like a lovely time.
Making sure that my party is properly optimized with equipment. Oh, right. Everything looks good there. And then for me, yep. Okay, we're set. All right, so that's done. Do I want to buy anything else? Can't think of anything. You know what? Since I have so many of those hero fruit stuff, let's rank up Stroll's. Let's try and rank up Stroll's general to 10, and then we can go ahead and, at the very least, get Moore's quest done.
A new ability.
Shelter formation moves all allies to the back row and increases their defense. Oh, that's actually pretty good. There we go. And I think with that, I'm gonna go ahead and
What now?
get Stroll to Samurai. May as well. Sorry I'm yawning so much. It's just a... Ugh. All right.
I see. Fascinating.
Oh, that looks sick. The Samurai. This is the archetype you sense from Stroll's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the elite champion, a gallant who perfects the path of the blade and continues to fight for those who cannot take up the arms themselves. All right. Here we go.
I'm counting on you.
Oh my god, look at all that. Yes. All right. Holy shit, that strength jump. Oh, worthy heart, tempers anxiety and strength. If thou art ready to bear thyself in a fight with all thine heart, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the warrior. The soul of the samurai, my pinnacle. Its strength is beyond compare. I shall wield this sword in the name of justice. Justice. For my pride in the blood that flows through my body. I shall be the noble in purpose until the very end. All right, there we go. Very pleased my own research is coming along. Yay, not much, but please take this. Cool, more heroes fruit.
A new power to wield.
All right, so he's set now with that. And Hulkenberg has one more rank to get in the wizard before she needs to do this. So wizard, or I could just go paladin. I'll focus on often. Auto counter physical attacks as well as healing skills. Dark Knight sounds kind of good. And it looks pretty cool. Both look sick. Is this kind of cheaty? Yeah, but I've got so many of these items, I may as well use them. All right. With that done, why not?
Fascinating.
The Dark Knight. This is the archetype you sensed from Hulkenberg's way of life.
Right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the elite protector, a shield obscured by the shadow of the lance it turns upon its foes to do mortal harm. All right. I also need to remember to do the,
Of course.
I also need to remember to do the inherited skills before I forget, because that's been a thing I've been forgetting to do.
I see.
The power of the Dark Knight. Most interesting. Upon the dark road I tread, using power to defend. I shall protect what must be until the most final of moments. To that end, no trial is too great. God, that looks sick as fuck.
You mean
Skull in fire is such a fucking rad design element. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it's a big reason why Ghost Rider's so cool, you know?
All right.
Oh, I forgot about the cost it's gonna have for this. All right, well, let's have that and that. And then Stroll. Get Perfect Punch. You get that, and then that, and then that. All right, and then Heisme, all he needs is to get his Assassin up to 20 for this, but I also need to raise more stuff on this front. Yeah, so we're now set. And then Juna. Yeah. You're maxed with that, so we're gonna keep you there. Yufa. Yeah, that should work. All right, we're set now.
That's the way.
Now, where was I?
So we need to talk to Moore to be like, hey man, we did the general stuff. Which I'm so glad that it's not me that has to rank up through learning this archetype stuff.
Simply amazing.
Ah, with a new ally comes yet another new power, I see. As you already know, what you've discovered is called the Summoner, an intriguing archetype that calls forth mythical beings from worlds that can hardly imagine, or we can hardly imagine. However, in order to summon anything, it requires a vessel, a catalyst unique to each being you wish to call forth. Henceforth, so more special experiments for that, eh? Okay.
Yes.
But then...
Okay, so Dragon Temple stuff is...
That is...
Okay, Truth Seeker will... Oh, more stuff. Yet comes the connection to the archetype. Intriguing, isn't it? Why is the Seeker archetype so important to the royal magic? Does it have powers we have yet to ascertain? How I yearn to decipher the scroll in its entirety. If you come upon any further truths, please examine the scroll again. So yeah, as it turns out, the Seeker is very tied to the scroll and the Dragon Temple. Summoner archetype. In times of yore, there lived heroes who summoned otherworldly beings to fight on their behalf. Their souls together formed the power of the Summoner. Among them, the Master of Invocations, devotee of the most eldritch of summoning arts, I dubbed the Devil Summoner. And then it goes into the digital variety for Digital Devil Summoner. The Summoner archetype uses vessels to summon unearthly beings to the battlefield and as its servants with a unique form of magic. However, in order to prove their mastery, they must take time and effort to gather servants before true power can be unleashed. Let no summoner forget the truth. So if we get the vessels, this archetype can use summon magic to call otherworldly creatures. It's strong, but it burns through MP, and it needs those vessels to be useful. So what vessels do we need to get? Because we also have the mask stuff with special experiments. Summon experiments have been added to special experiments. Used to create vessels which are necessary for the summoner to summon monsters, like masks, materials to make vessels are obtained from enemies in battle. You need only create a vessel once to make its respective summon available. There's no need to equip it. Cool. Let's do some of that. Minotaur. gargoyle. And that's all we can do for now. How about masks? We can make... We already have a faker. Okay, we're set on that front. Okay, we're good now. Pet the cat. And we are set now. Actually, wait, hold on.
Ah, how good of you to come.
Seeker's Research.
I'm looking forward.
Oh, level 15, not level 10. Oops. Okay, never mind. Stroll, you need to get back onto the... You need to get back onto the general. Oops. I could just boost it. Because I already put him on Samurai. Actually, hold on. Oh, never mind. I think I may just do a natural situation on that. All right, back to reality. I'm so dumb. How did I think? All right, well, we know now. You know what? If the option's here, and I have so, like,
What now?
fuck it. I've got so many of these things. I may as well use them.
A new ability.
All right. Rank 15, reportable. Oh yeah, it would have told me. I forgot that it would tell me that. Okay, archetype, stroll, you back to this. And then back to more. I forgot it was 15 instead of 10. All right, hey man. You've done a wonderful job cultivating the general. Yes, a splendid accomplishment indeed.
Incredible.
All right.
And more imagination. That's good. We're so close to getting that one up another level. Our research proceeds apace. Thank you. Something still worrying you? Are you all right? Is there something still worrying you?
I must apologize.
My apologies. I don't mean to worry you. I get the impression something's weighing you down, though. I'm scared. The truth is, I'm beginning to remember where this place is. Really?
What?
Why, that's...
This is where I once strove in scholarly pursuit, much like I'm doing now. Yet with a crucial difference. In the past, I'm certain I had a full team at my side. All of us shared the same dream. We labored to make our ideals a reality. That's what I remember, at least.
Just a sec.
That sounds like a pretty important clue.
But why?
But if that's the case, why has no one come to my to rescue me from here? Isn't that strange? Under normal circumstances, surely someone would notice something was amiss. What if my imprisonment here is for the better?
Did I?
If I was locked in here by kingly decree, but by the decision of my peers, or if I was not locked here by kingly decree, but by the decision of my peers, did I make a grave mistake? You'd never tell someone calm down. And what's wrong with that?
It'll be fine.
And what's wrong with that? What? Can you really accept that readily? I believe I understand the secret of your strength. Indeed, it is why everyone is drawn to you. I must not run from the past, no matter what truth lies in store for me. My apologies. The prospect of the unknown simply shook me for a moment. All we can do is continue onward, I suppose. All right. So he realized he was part of a school project, and then when they were like, oh man, this guy's really harshing our vibe with having us actually do our school project, they were like, hey, King, can you lock this guy up? All right. Now then, for your next task, I ask that you summon your courage and open your mind. You must study even more varieties of archetypes. I believe you are well on your way towards the ultimate archetype. Hone your virtues well. Our success depends upon them.
This one's important.
25 different archetypes. Oh my god.
Until next time.
Grapple with the anxieties of those around you and overcome those obstacles. Someday we may make our ideal world a reality. Unless it's already a reportable quest. I don't remember how many I've got.
Hello.
No, I don't have them all. I don't have all those. Okay, how many do I have here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for me. 1, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Wait. Oh, so this time it does mean me specifically. Okay. Unless I misunderstood it. Hold on. Should study 25 different archetypes. Oh, literally I'm missing one. Oh, that's fucking funny. All right. Man, which one do I study? Oh, and I don't have the Magla to change and study them. Oh, well, Maybe just go ahead and study the Brawler.
I see.
Unless it's like different in the way of... I'm not really sure what he means by different.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right? I'm counting. Of course.
All right. See if this pushes it.
New skills, new possibilities.
Nope, doesn't count. Damn it.
What now?
Let's go see.
All right, well, gotta be more friends with people to get the stuff necessary for more studied archetypes to be done. Okay. And I think that's it. That's all we can really do around here. And I could check for other resources to get.
What's it now?
Ooh, I actually could.
What do you want to do?
Oh, I'll buy that.
Whoa.
Okay. So that's done. Yeah, I think we are basically done here. I can't really think of anything else we can do. Oh, and sadly, because of the story stuff, I missed the opportunity to take my lucky shit. Damn it.
Looks like the sea's settled somewhat. We've got a map of the Altaberry region too. I'd say we're set.
Now we can leave with our minds clear and pockets full, eh? Where are those brothers? Out on errands?
I say we just leave them behind.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
Well, long as we've got a minute alone, let's go over our plan. As soon as we get to Altaberry, we'll give Luis the fake lance Nuris made up for us.
While I hold on to the real one.
Then, on the eve of this divine relic dedication ceremony, we use the real lance to end this, once and for all. He doesn't know we've worked out its powers. We'll use that to our advantage. Juna, we'll need you to convince Luis to attend the eve of the festival.
Oh, I've been pestering him to do so for a while now. Don't want him spending the evening in his heavily fortified Skyrunner after all.
So where is the false lance in question?
Right here, ready to poke an eye out. Oh, what do you think? A dead ringer, eh?
I should open up an Etsy shop, be able to take in some 3D printing commissions, huh? Cosplayers would certainly adore it, yes, and all that, old chap.
Such detail. Even I can't tell them apart.
When we get to Altaberry, we'll pass off the fake to Luis. Then, we execute our plan.
Oh, by the way, I was talking with the Magnus brothers earlier. I think they might be onto us.
That's not good. We'll need to be more careful.
Wait, footsteps. Speak of the devils. We'll need to hide the real Lance.
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
Right, all present and counted. Anchors away, what?
Aye aye, me hearties! What's wrong then? Is that not the customary exclamation of sailors? Mr. Butlin was very specific.
I wouldn't believe everything he says.
She's so cute.
Strange melancholy. Leaving the people we have so recently come to know.
We'll be back. With some fantastic tales to tell them too.
Yes, certainly.
Also, we have an ad break starting in about 4 minutes or so, just a heads up.
This is Altaberry Heights. We'll make faster progress back on land.
All right. Oh, we get to be in a snow region? Oh, I love snow regions. Here's Altaberry Heights. It's quite a ways. Think we'll make it in time?
Without a problem. This fine wind will have us making landfall by the morrow. The whole trip should be 2 nights with 3 days of travel. Oh. So I'll only have to endure 1 day of being rot sick. Now there's a grim face if I ever saw one. Captain, for Stroll's sake, let us make haste. Full speed ahead to Altaberry Heights, capital of Montario. Take care if you don't tumble overboard now.
All right.
With a new ally in tow, the Gauntlet Runner at last departs the island toward the eastern side of the inland sea. Their destination is the Principality of Montario. Its vast mountain crags, so different from the western terrain, can be seen clearly from the water. Their forthcoming task would be their greatest trial yet. They felt the tension rise in wordless silence.
Indeed.
2 more days until we reach Altaberry, I think. Well, at least on this journey, we won't have to worry about sea monsters anymore. All right, so wisdom. Any new books that we can use? Yes. Not now, but I do want to take a kingly shower. And then pantry. Is there anything we can make food-wise? No, nothing that I haven't made already. Stroll's got the courage. Can pray here. All right. Let's go ahead and read this book. This appears to be a Mastari authored travelogue and guide of lands outside the island. It's been thoroughly annotated by Yufa. Have yet to start reading it. Mastari's Guide to Life Outside the Island. Must be tough for them. Tolerant. Oh yeah, I could use that. Let's get more of that. Yes, please. Get a rank up. Read the book. This travelogue offers an introduction to cultures and customs outside Virga Island, told through the Mastari author's first-hand experience. It contains practical guides for things like creating an altar while traveling, or making eye contact with unmasked people. These encapsulate some of the difficulties Mastari people face living outside the island. Yufa must have read and reread this thoroughly. The book is nearly in tatters. Living in a totally foreign country sounds so difficult, and yet this author and Yufa are jumping right into it. Seeing their willingness to embrace other cultures and values increase my tolerance. Yay! Holy shit! That's a big boost. Yeah, that'll rank me up even before I finish that book.
Cliff Shade Camp, just as the curtain of night descends on the wilderness. Ideal for their cover, it works both ways, as monsters and rogues alike await their victims in the shadows of the rocks. Only a gauntlet runner offers peace of mind against such dangers, a large reason why they are so sought after.
Indeed.
We should reach the city the day after tomorrow. I can feel the temperature dropping since we made landfall. I bet it'll be pretty cold in Alterberry. All right, so imagination. A reportable request for Neuris. Right, where is he? Actually, before we go though, I'm gonna go ahead and start the ad break. So take this time to get yourself some water, stretch, whatever you need to do, and we'll be right back. After this, 1 hour of no pre-rolls. And we're back. Thank you for your patience, everybody. All right. So, let's find Neurus. I don't know where specifically he is right now, but should be downstairs. The Mastari festival on the island weren't too bad, eh? Reminds me a bit of the bashes we had back with the other Parapus lads. Lady Juna smiled, though. That was the biggest surprise. Never seen her so... Ah, never mind. Forget I said anything. Alright. Where is he? There he is.
Hello.
Why, what's with that look on your face? Boredom? Got nothing to do? So, how goes the relic search? Have you found anything? Even if it seems like a piece of rubbish, show it to me anyway. There might be a hidden trick to it like the others. Now that you mention it. And this is... It looks like no more than rubbish at a glance. But I say never hurts to be thorough. If this goes here, then... Ah, capital! Ah, never gets old. Absolutely magnificent. All the wisdom of the ancients sitting in the palm of my hands. Rather gives a chap the strength to go on.
That's awful.
It's like this every time. At this point, I think your reactions are more interesting than the relics near us. Oh, so this what's it set up like this, eh? Then it could be the forewarning compatible. Could be forward compatible with modern design. Aha! Eureka! I'm struck, lad! Thunderstruck! Like the song by... Was it AC/DC that did Thunderstruck? Hold on. Yeah, AC/DC, I was correct. I'm thunderstruck, lad, like the song from my favorite band, AC/DC. The Neurus of a moment ago was a driveling buffoon compared to the now. It's all thanks to you, Will.
Thank you.
So forward compatible, so likely compatible with future tech instead of backwards compatible. Well, you know, the more I see them, the more mysterious they get. They're fundamentally different from igniters in both process and function. They're using COBOL and not JavaScript. What an odd predicament. Ordinarily, magic just isn't viable without Magla and magic igniters, whether for the gauntlet runners or otherwise. In fact, this country's technology practically relies on magic igniters. Dangerous dependency, that. Might be why I'm so drawn to these relics, or you lot. Drawn to these relics, or you lot. Do you dislike igniters? Do you dislike igniters? No, they're fine things that are quite worth researching, but wielding power beyond one's limits is a fast track to madness. I've seen it happen, old boy.
The truth is...
Took a lot of experimentation. I'd rather forget that, truth be told. I was once approached by the government to personally participate in igniter development. They'd gathered up some astute Parapus who had no other place to go, and subjected them to experiment after awful experiment. Oh. That's likely what led to that, quote, riot.
About that.
Were you part of the team?
No.
No, at the time my coffers were thankfully full enough without their grants. I lost track of several engineers I once considered friends that did participate, and it's hard to imagine what evils they worked there. Us tech-minded maniacs were all too easily led astray, dangled with some new technology in front of our eyes, and curiosity will win over ethics every time. Oh, God. See, Neurus is cool. He would say fuck AI art. I never openly opposed the projects, absorbing myself in the gauntlet runner research. Thinking back on it, I suppose that was an easy way to bury a guilty conscience. Naive as it was, I wanted to be responsible for an invention that inspired dreams. No, not one meant only for death and destruction. And now, after all that, I've been kicked back down to the bottom rung. It's better this way. No. I think it's better this way. When you say it like that, old sport, it's a bit easier to believe. Though it's only because of my past choices that I can show off my best work nowadays. and the entire kingdom is a fine venue for it. A scholar could ask nothing more.
All right. Rank 4.
I'm a lucky man to be part of your grand quest.
Aww.
All that said, I hope you'll still keep an eye out for these relics, eh?
This one's important.
All right, notebook on a pillar in the engine room. All right, cool.
However,
Something is nagging at me, though. Why the devil are these relic pieces so scattered about the world? Seems to me like they were all once part of a greater whole. So is this some kind of natural, coincidental dispersal? Or something else altogether? Well, next time you bring a relic, we may very well get to the answer. Counting on you as always.
All right, cool.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It would seem that...
We now stand among the mountains. I have long gazed at the peaks of Montario from the island, but I never imagined I would see them this close. Altaberry remains cold year-round, so quite accordingly its people have perfected the art of the piping hot stew. And it's home to the foremost opera house in the kingdom as well. I suppose that will be the stage of our confrontation with Luis.
I guess.
Let's keep our hopes high. All right.
So?
Make sure we're all prepared. Okay. So, courage. And there's Dell. About time we made it up to the mountains. Never much minded sea travel myself. Basilio, though, he turns green at the thought. Alright. Heismay's got nothing.
Alright then.
Imagination. Let's keep with the tolerance boost, because I could really use that. Pantry.
What's this?
And then gotta take our
Got it.
experience granting shower. Just get 100 experience for each shower. Wash your ass, everybody, and also your feet. Don't, like, make sure to wash your ass and your feet, people, when you're showering. And no, running the water, just letting the water run over your feet does not count. Scrub that shit thoroughly. Let's see. Let's continue the book. Let's see. The section on Grand Trad contains a list of recommended shops to visit. The words "must go" are written in small letters next to some, presumably by Yufa. However, the author does advise against praying at restaurants in Grand Trad. Doing so will greatly increase the chances of being kicked out, apparently. Living in a totally foreign country sounds difficult. Yep. Okay.
All right.
Oh, that's a huge one.
come look at this.
Oh, you lot aren't going to believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes.
The Gauntlet Runner makes a short stop.
God, I need to talk to Maria.
A bluff so tremendous, it fills one's vision. Its massive fissure is said to be the vestige of a god's wrath, as only a force capable of splitting heaven and earth could cause it. Perfectly balanced by the work of nature, or the wrath of gods extolled in the myths of creation, none can say.
Oh, cool.
Whoa.
Absolutely incredible. I've heard of sheer cliffs before, but I've never imagined something like this. Indeed. Falling off that precipice would be unfathomably terrifying. And exhilarating, I imagine.
Makes me want to scream. I don't know why, but I suddenly want to scream out into the distance. Damned boar-faced sanctus scullions!
What?
Yeah, oi! What's gotten into you? Aye, that was rather pleasing. It's quite refreshing, you know, to pull your voice from the very bottom of your gut and yell in such a manner.
Speaking of...
I'm reminded of the time you were all yelling at me before. It was a rather terrible experience, I admit. But if I may, I would like to try my hand at this yelling.
Listen!
Never again shall I sleep in a roach-infested inn.
I feel you. I'm with you there. How amusing. I would also like to try screaming as well. What's the matter? I fully intended to do it, but the words just won't come out at all, and oh, this girl is just too charming. Never change, love. Well, does anyone else have something to yell about? I sense that gazing off the cliff's edge and being filled with an unexplainable urge to scream has somehow broadened my wisdom.
All right.
Sometimes you just need to let out a guttural, you know, just let that out. Let it out of your system.
As for me...
Oh, then I suppose it's old Neuros's turn. I've prepared a list of complaints, and I wish I could recite to you all on a daily basis. And
rather chilly out here, isn't it? We should head back before we all catch a cold.
Yes, we shouldn't allow ourselves to spend too much time on these distractions. But I must scream!
As always, I've drawn a piece. Cool.
The Gauntlet Runner stops amidst rocky terrain as twilight envelops the wilderness in darkness. The twinkling lights are not all stars. Some are the eyes of monsters, peering through the dark. To await the dawn in comfort and peace is a privilege only the Gauntlet Runner can provide.
All right, so we talked to Neuros, so we're good on that front.
All right then.
Is there anything else that we can raise up on? We could just keep reading the book. Because royal virtues-wise, imagination... Oh. But if we get our tolerance up to the highest that we can get with that book, then we're basically good on that. And then I think we could talk to Heisme and Maria. So we'll see. Okay, so let's see what the new entry is about. A section detailing the small and cute animals that exist outside the islands is particularly worn. Yufa must have read through the section often. But it goes on to depict some methods mainlanders use to keep and raise animals for food. I can feel the authors and Yufa's shocked through these pages. Oh, so they're like, what the fuck? Raising animals just to eat? Oh my god.
Tolerance.
Yeah. Lovely. Book done.
All right.
Whoo, already we're halfway to 5. That's nice. Lovely.
Time marches on, and the age of...
And then we could just boost imagination with all the others.
I'm yawning so much. Ugh.
I think my dinner might be hitting me with a food coma. 'Tis only a ways further until we reach Altaberry. The city is likely abuzz with activity related to Saint's Day.
I wonder if Luis is already there. Sooner or later, we have to hand Dracodios over to him. One must wonder what the brothers would tell him of our time on the island. I hope they will leave out any unnecessary details.
Got it?
We just have to stand tall and be confident. If you have to sell a lie, look them straight in the eye and say every word like you truly believe it. All right.
All right then.
Got a sec?
So all that's done. Can boost courage, imagination. Imagination's close, so let's go talk to Yufa.
Actually...
And meditation, yeah. Let's do that. I can't believe how hungry I am. Any minute my stomach's going to start growling. Don't distract your thoughts. Be distracted by your thoughts, Will.
May I?
To meditate is to empty the mind. It is to break away from our day-to-day anxiety and agony in one single moment, here and now. If you are having trouble, try to imagine a place that relaxes your spirit. I should try to do what she says. A place that relaxes my spirit. What should I imagine? One sheep, two sheep.
Well...
Will, you're not asleep, are you? I couldn't rid myself of all my idle thoughts, so I think the meditation increased my imagination only slightly. That's not slight. That ain't slightly. That fucking boosted.
Imagination.
Hell yeah! And then I just need to get eloquence up.
Why, that's...
Farewell.
All right.
Nura speaking.
Neuris, this is Neuris. I've got something on the old girl's radar, so I'm taking a short stop. Oh? Oh, this'll look cool. Wait, are those like metal bridges?
Bridges overhead are an impressive sight. During the Annex War, this land was a fierce battleground. Many soldiers, unable to return to their loved ones, found their final rest here. But few honor the dead. Their spirits take no solace. Their tragic remains are desecrated by wild dogs, leaving their bones exposed to the elements.
Oh, this is cool. Oh, these bridges are huge. 'Tis an area defined by its numerous valleys. The bridges connect the flatlands and increase the amount of places in which people may live.
That makes sense. But if these bridges were to fall in battle, those poor people would end up isolated.
Hey.
Yes, all very fascinating, but have you looked at what's directly in front of you? Those are the bones of people, aren't they? They are the remains of those who fell during the Annex War. This was the site of a fierce battle, and the dead were left to the elements, denied the dignity of a proper burial. This land is war is tragic, and we shouldn't disrespect the fallen here. War is hell.
Yeah. Indeed. I can't bear to think of something on this scale happening again.
It brings me no pleasure to see it, yet 'tis valuable to experience the cold reality of battle beyond the legends and tales of valor. Carve this memory into your hearts. That is why the magla that drifts around this place carries such an oppressive weight. I can feel the sadness and regret of those whose lives came to an end here.
All right.
I say, I've sketched this. You should show this to Maria.
Hey.
Something wrong, Nearest? Your face has gone blue. Perhaps this place scares you, Nearest?
My powers of imagination are far more robust than most.
Why, Nearest, I'm surprised you put any stock in scary stories. You're a more gentle soul than I gave you credit for.
Too true, too true. Before all else, I am a delicate flower.
Well then.
Well then, shall we make a quiet departure, so as to not rouse the dead?
That's my fault.
Sorry to have made such a fuss. I would like to give those who died a proper send-off, so I drew this with that in mind. Show it to Maria.
Altabury Heights, capital of the Principality of Montario, the eastmost country annexed into the Kingdom of Uchronia. The mountain path leading to the city begins near the coastline, but few gauntlet runners can contend against its steep slope. Those who complete the arduous climb are rewarded. City lights, dusted with snow, twinkle beautifully in the valley. But what awaits the party there is no reward, but their greatest trial thus far. The hour of reckoning draws near, and they steel themselves anew.
Ooh, anime
The
cutscene.
seat of sanctism, Altabury. Truly, I never thought I would see it in person. What is that giant structure?
The monolith. In Sanctus Scripture, they tell of how the stone was shaped by God's own hand.
It's afloat. I'd only heard rumors that it didn't touch the ground, but to see it now.
Are we finally moving again?
Just another trip for our songstress.
We're here at last.
We decided to present Luis with Dracodios, Lance of the Dragon God, aboard his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius. Let's hope he doesn't find out the lance is a fake.
Well done. So this is the Lance of Legend, is it?
I am called Euphrasia, priestess of the island. For personal reasons, I have joined them on their journey.
You do not detest me?
I owe my life to them, and I understand they operate under your guidance.
Indeed. I had heard you were able to obtain the lance without incurring the islanders' hatred. Quite a feat, now that I know it to be true. Well done. At last, it seems that even fate has abandoned Forden. Thanks to you, I was spared the effort of sifting through ashes to find this. If the islanders could not be persuaded, my next course would have been to raze their village to the ground. The Caradrius' batteries would make that a fairly simple task.
What?
Why are you surprised? At times, sacrifice is necessary to save the many. Was that not the exact reasoning by which your countrymen would have seen you die?
You're...
Have the lance brought to my chamber later. Thank you for your hard work in spite of your wound. Take care of yourselves.
Wow. He's just like, huh, why are you weirding out about this?
The whole event will be held over 2 days at the Opera House.
The first day is the eve of the festival, and I'm scheduled to sing. Hope you're looking forward to it.
Main festivities start on the second day. That's when all these divine relics will be dedicated and sealed. It's aimed at proving beyond a doubt that Sanctism is the highest authority.
All kind of daft though, isn't it? If they were that confident in their scriptures, you'd think they wouldn't have to bother with all that.
This is where Forden dies. He and Sanctism itself. At the very least, it's worth giving him a memorable end.
Lord Luis, I do hope you'll come and watch me sing this time. We missed you at the opening ceremony. If you're not there, it'll hardly be worth it.
You needn't worry. Having come all this way, it would be a waste not to show.
Well, I'm off to check out the Opera House. Want to make sure everything's shipshape for my solo, of course.
Gotta check the acoustics to make sure everything doesn't sound like shit.
The rest is up to you.
You have all performed admirably. You exceeded my every expectation. Soon, Forden's reign will come crashing down. From this point onward, I would have you forfeit the competition and dedicate yourself fully to my campaign. Understood. For now, rest your wings a while. Tomorrow's festivities will be a grand show indeed.
All right.
It seems the lance passed muster. Eurus is a peerless craftsman, if not else.
Yufa, are you okay?
He would have destroyed my home. How could he suggest such carnage with not a shade of guilt? I was sure that deep down, all people are inherently good at heart. Now, you made it sound like you were bound to kill him at any cost. And now I understand why.
I see. Then let's get back on track and go find ourselves an inn. You've got more supporters now. I dare say we'll find better lodging than we could before.
I wouldn't be so sure. This city's in the palm of Forden's hand, and we're the ones who humiliated him during the exhibition.
All the same, we're about to do something big. To be honest, I'll take anywhere, so long as I can stretch out.
Let's set up camp right here, right where we're standing. I'm cold.
It's cold.
Yeah, I'm freezing my wings off.
Then why don't we look for an inn run by a Mustari?
I thought this city was the seat of the church.
In times before the church, it said many diverse faiths and teachings took root in this city. That's why Montario is the only mainland nation that trades with the islands.
Indeed. My grandfather often said that until his generation, the only prominent building of the Sanctus Church was that opera house. Though the prevailing story now, of course, is that Sanctism reclaimed this land from malevolent pagans.
Either way, I'm certain there should be quite a few Mustari who feign conversion and live in seclusion.
If one of these Mustarians really exists, it may work in our favor. Let's look for it.
Speaking of,
If it is a Mustari-owned inn we seek, then I know of one in the center of town. It's called the Skyward Tavern. I recall it being rather pleasant, with very little that would point of its Mustari roots.
certainly.
It was on Dia Franco Street, if I'm not mistaken. It's so cold. At least Hulkenberg is in her element. Can we get going before we freeze, though?
Well met, eh?
We welcome you to Alterbury, good lord. Aren't you that elder candidate? Out with you. Go back for whence you came. This land is under the protectorate of the Sanctus Church. We've no shelter for heathens.
I guess we've reached some level of notoriety, haven't we?
Yeah, okay.
This is the best.
Yeah, there's a motley crew of candidates gathered here. This year's Saints' Day is looking to be the most festive celebration we've had yet. I've heard rumors about those relics once. I've heard the rumors of the relics once belong to the church, which would mean His Eminence Ford and standing is as good as assured. All right, yeah. Dipper, 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 dipper.
You're not serious.
Nice helmet, bro.
Stop!
You're the elder who made a mess of the exhibition in Brylehaven, aren't you? Listen here. Alterbury is the stronghold of the Sanctus Church. You don't stand a chance.
Hey, listen.
All right, bro. I'm sure Forden appreciates your tier 4 sub. Oh, it's this guy.
Yes, hello.
Not in my wildest imaginings did I believe you'd survive long enough to meet me here in Alterbury. In all honesty, I'm shocked you made it past the exhibition. Nevertheless, you'll be sorry to know I've acquired my offering relic as well. Such a spectacular offering will surely astound citizens and candidates alike.
All right, and that's the recruitment center, so I go there for the bounties.
All right then.
Anything else we can talk to?
Wonderful, isn't it?
Oh there.
You there. Is this view not spectacular here? That impressive structure out there is called the Monolith. The rumors were true. It looks like a sculpture jutting out from the sky more than the ground. Truly a sight to behold. With the Opera House at its base, it's truly this city's landmark. 'Twas well worth the trip from Grand Trad to lay eyes upon it.
Wonderful, isn't it?
I don't know, I think I'd be too scared of a gigantic rock that's just floating like that. It kind of make me think like, oh god, what if it fell? What if it was like a sneeze and somebody knocked it over? All right, and there's that. How's my face on the rock looking? Is that the... Oh, that's the guy I just talked to, the one with beret guy. I know he has a name, but I'm just gonna call him Beret Guy, because that's basically what he is.
All right then.
All right. I want to go this way to see about the weapon shop if we can. See if there's anything better than what we've got.
Get yourself a good deal.
So you mentioned Lord Lycon and Magic Association sees you need a discount. Yeah! Anything to appraise? No. Buy. Wait, really? Oh, right, because I already appraised it. Oh, I can't afford shit. Okay, well, and that's probably going to be the same thing for the armor shop too, so no dice on that.
All right then.
In that case, yeah, just keep going, I guess. Oh wait, is this the guy whose book I read? Well, color me surprised. Your being here tells me you've already obtained a divine relic. I hardly had to lift a finger to get mine, thanks to my contacts, but I can only imagine the toll it must have taken on you. By the by, there's a podium in this city too, isn't there? I'd see them frequently in Brylehaven, but to be honest, I couldn't bear to listen. Those were the ravings of a madman. A cheap ale, the only purpose of which was to intoxicate the masses.
Perhaps it's time I took up the pulpit. Electing a king and looking to the future requires the acumen of an enlightened thinker. This guy would be the type to unironically say that Rick and Morty is something that you need a high IQ to understand. That's what he sounds like. For anybody that remembers that fucking controversy from years ago when the fan base of that series was just insufferable.
Oh my.
Have you ever considered growing flowers? I'd rather grow fruit. Oh, you don't mince words, do you? Well, all well and good, I'd not sell flowers to someone who wouldn't tend them. I sell not only beautiful flowers, but also special seeds. Oh. 5,000? Yeah. They're good to have for archetype growth. Anything else? There's water, there's schmeat, there's more.
Hello there.
All right. Buy some of that. And then Luis posters, I just saw those on the side. Yeah, we're all set pretty much.
Hello there.
Yeah, amazing. Well then.
You're looking for an inn run by the Mustari tribe? Just go down this path and it'll be on your right. If my memory serves me right, I believe it's called the Skyward Tavern. All right. Well, I just need to follow the quest objective markers. There's more. Yeah, we're basically set. Hey, it's this guy. Oh, look who decided to turn up. You've got some nerve showing you that mug in front of me. Huh? What? Did we do something to you? Oh, playing the fool, are we? I see your game. But what's good for those goose... What's good for those goose is good for the... I'll settle the score with you shortly. Maybe he had one too many. We'll let him be for now. Just... Alright, buddy. Just don't throw up on people's shoes, okay, bud?
Welcome. Wait. A band of youths with a knight and a Eugif. Are you perhaps the candidate who brought Joanna the Sanctoress to confess?
One glance and you knew. Listen, we just...
I don't care if you did the deed or not, but please take your business elsewhere. I'm sorry, but I have my own reputation to think about.
You follow Sanctism's teachings?
You? A Mustari who wears no mask?
I'm Euphausia. I'm the priestess of Verga. No, of Edria.
The priestess? Impossible. The island priestess would never leave the village behind.
I have my reasons, but I wish to see the outside world that I might better protect our island. I have no proof, but...
You would raise another tribe to the throne.
'Tis a longer story than we've time to tell. We only wish to avoid a tyrant's reign. Yet 'tis not from our own ambition that I speak so. The throne belongs to one truly worthy.
But if you insist, we will leave.
It's just... You look so like the priestess before you, I can't just turn you away. Fine. You can stay here, as long as you don't make trouble for me.
Thank you. I suppose it is easier to understand each other without the masks in the way.
Not all of us mainland Mustari hate the Sanctus Church. We'd rather preserve the peace we have. And, well, it's a sorry excuse for an innkeep who turns away travelers.
Thank you. We're in your debt.
Whoa!
Oh, look, they've got food and booze here too.
Holy shit!
Which means fewer bugs. Perfect.
It seems they have an imitation of the island spring here. We can bathe. I should invite Juno when she's back.
Bathe? You'd be mad to hope a hot spring replica could take the edge off this chill.
Cold or not, there's nothing more refreshing than bathing. Would you care to join us?
I should think not. For reasons too numerous to count.
Why?
Anyway, strategy meeting. Let's get on with it.
Also, holy shit, this room is
So
fancy.
we seek to assassinate Luis. A difficult task. But you look to have an idea. Let's have it.
First, the when. Under normal circumstances, we'd want to get him on the move. Maybe walking through a crowd while he's got less guards. That would be the plan. But unfortunately, that'd only work if he was someone with common sense. Someone without combat ability. Or someone who'd want to avoid collateral damage. And that isn't Luis. Worst case, he uses civilians as shields while more of his personal guard catch up. And things go sideways before we can get it done.
But once he's inside the Opera House, he'll have a security detail at his beck and call. Even if we can sneak in, getting to him.
If we can't target him in transit, and we've practically zero chance of getting close to him, that leaves us with only one option.
Join his personal guard.
We joined his personal guard ourselves?
I considered that, but it might be tricky. We can't guarantee he'd allow it, and besides...
The real lance is overflowing with magla.
Yeah, that's true.
It would be a dangerous gamble to keep it on hand. That sort of power is easily noticed.
Attack using magic?
Maybe if we use magic to attack him?
No, it's gotta be the lance, or the attack won't land.
But it's true that we'd be better served by an attack at long range.
We attack from a distance.
Exactly.
A bow and arrow isn't gonna do much good, right? It needs to be the lance.
Of course. So, what if we threw the lance? Pierced him through from a distance?
That thing does not look aerodynamic enough to do that. Well, it doesn't look like it has boosters on it.
You can command the lance to return to you if it's far away, right?
You would have me use that power in reverse to cast it out instead.
According to Juna, the ceiling of the Opera House has a chandelier big enough to support a person. From above, we'll target Luis in the royal box seats.
You realize the entire audience is below that lighting? A stunt like that would get us noticed instantly. Wait, are you suggesting we do this during the show?
Luis will be distracted. It's the best opportunity we could ask for. Besides, with Yufa there, we can even recover the lance easily.
Hold a moment. I would need to launch it like an arrow. Such distance and such speed would require incredible focus. I don't think I could do it while aiming.
Then just concentrate on the sheer mental force of it. Someone else can take over the role of actually throwing.
This gambit is sounding more far-fetched by the moment. But we also can't afford to wait for another opportunity.
There is no other opportunity. Luis intends to kill Forden during the festival. That means if we do nothing, the fake will be exposed, and so will we.
Indeed. Once our betrayal is made plain, we will never find a way to draw close to him again. This will likely be our first and last opportunity.
But who's actually going to do the throwing?
I'd rather leave it to you. With the royal magic protecting you, it's less likely that we'll fail this, even with interference. And besides, laugh if you like. I know it sounds silly, but I really do believe
But I'm not spec'd to be able to throw lances like that.
Indeed. Everyone here knows that firsthand.
I'm a dex build. I can't throw that very
If I
well.
can trust you to do it, then I should be able to do my part as well.
Will you do it, Captain?
All right.
All right. I'll do it.
Thanks. We owe you. On the day of, Juna will be at the venue ahead of us. We'll have her open the service entrance, and we'll infiltrate from there.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I want you to lure Luis's guards outside and cause a commotion while he's making the throw. I'm sure the Magnus brothers will be guarding the place too. Hulkenberg and I will secure the exit route in advance. Luis is a formidable foe. But we've overcome plenty of obstacles. Let's believe in the strength that got us this far. We can do this.
I love that each character does have their own moments of being able to actually contribute more than just being party, like general party members. Like, that Stroll's the one that came up with this plan, you know? Even colder at night trying to get sick. All right. The fact that the lance passed muster is a testament to Nuris's skill. Sometimes the man can achieve truly amazing things. Even now, he's holed up in the runner, working away, tuning something or other with his unusual vigor. I don't doubt. He has his quirks, to be sure, but there can't be no mistaking that he's a great credit to our endeavors. That was my first time seeing snow, and it was so cold I shivered. What a sensation. All right, Juna's going to meet up with us later tonight, because she's got so many things to do behind the scenes. Will, you go ahead and rest up. You've all got a big role to play tomorrow yourselves, after all.
So, this is Altabury, eh? Colder times tend to inspire stronger drinks among its people. But all that can wait until after our business is finished. Once we've trounced Luis, I think of no better celebration than a good stiff drink.
Agreed. Unless it's like Heismay just drinking full-on Everclear after it, he's like, yes, let's get fucked up tonight.
At last.
Tomorrow is finally Saint's Day. Luis will show his face, and with the real Lance, we'll... Don't worry. I'm prepared to do what we must. The man must be stopped.
All right. Yeah, this is a fucking fancy room.
Good night.
Holy shit, -5 Celsius? That's cold. I don't know off the top of my head what that is in Fahrenheit, but I imagine it is cold in Fahrenheit too. Right? Let me double check.
What's wrong, Del? You've been quiet for a while now.
That lance they handed over, you think it's real? Can't say for certain, but I didn't feel any magla flowing through it. Can't see it exactly, but how do I explain it?
Yeah, 23 degrees, that's cold.
The Mustari got them third eyes that can see magla, right? Hard to believe they'd worship that thing as a relic.
Then maybe... You think they made some kind of fake? Even in that short time on the island?
Shite. How'd they? Either way, we have to tell Lord Luis.
No need. He'll have noticed by now, most likely. Not like they're any real threat to him anyway.
Most likely? That good enough for you, brother? Del, you remember they talked all that helping anyone in need? Something like that anyway. Seemed proper daft at first. Seemed naive to act like that kind of thinking could actually fix all the broken, cruel, unjust shite in the world.
That's because it can't.
Well, yeah, obviously, but... What was it we actually wanted in the first place? Equality? Or justice? This lot's working towards a future, and God help me, I started seeing it. Maybe what they're fighting for is something better than what Lord...
That's enough, Baz. Joke or not, you'll get yourself killed.
But them lot even helped you out a few times, Del. That really impressed me, like... I don't know how to say it, but... It was like a feeling I haven't felt since we started working for the Count.
You know Lord Luis plans to take Forden out during the Saints' Day festival. Neither of us can afford to get distracted right now.
Suppose you're right. Things are about to get messy.
Basilio's actor is so good.
So that is the side they serve. Let us teach them that even the best laid plans will go awry. Whether Fordens or our fallen kings. It was splendid entertainment while it lasted. However, the revelry ends here.
What the fuck? So does he know what happened?
The age of a new king draws nearer.
What? That wouldn't have been Juna, would it?
The Saints' Day festivities in Altabury will be kicking off very soon. On the eve of the festival, we'll be holding a dedication ceremony. On the church's authority, we'll be offering the gathered divine relics to God! And it sounds like the candidates had a tough time this go-around. Lots of new info coming in, even as I speak. From
Blue Sky is abuzz with all of this news.
Nail, thought lost to history. From candidate Julian, can you believe it? Cloth garb said to have been worn by a saint. We've got artifacts of all kinds pulled from obscurity into the public eye. Archaeologists everywhere are positively vibrating, folks. But the news on everyone's lips is the announcement of Count Luis's unofficial participation. As a matter of fact, A candidate working under Luis has reportedly acquired a phenomenal divine relic from a mysterious and exotic island. Meanwhile, candidate Forden, too, may have claimed what is said to be the most glorious relic in history. Will we finally see a head-to-head competition between our top candidates? Only the coming days will tell.
So Luis has finally made his move. Won't take him that long to catch up, I bet.
Yes, but I also can't imagine Sanctifex Forden losing.
We're about to see a clash of giants.
You know, I have to wonder how comfortable pillows are for a Clamar, and if whether or not they have to make sure they don't puncture their pillows at all. Like for some, they have their horns curved in such a way like Strolls, but I don't know. For others, I don't know how they could do it without poking their pillows open.
Infiltration. Juna's got full rights to be in the venue, so she'll unlock the service door for us to sneak in.
When it's time, I'll call the guards outside. That'll be your window to sneak in.
Gallica, you and Yufa. You three will head to the rooftop, where you'll get down to the chandelier.
When I start my solo on stage, the lights will dim. That should be enough cover to hide whatever you're doing.
Don't worry, I'll be with you.
As for us, it's just as I explained last night. Luis said destroying Yufa's home would have been a necessary sacrifice. Like mine. If power's all he thinks will change the world, then we'll use power to stop him.
Should we fail, though we may survive the ordeal, we will have no more leads to pursue. This will surely mark our final mission.
You know, I've been trying to keep from dwelling, but I can't help but think of Creus. Sorry to bring that up now.
Even I have my fears. But let us remember him only by his truest wish.
We'll make sure this succeeds. For a world without tyrants.
Well, see you at the show.
So begins our last mission, then. Let's get whatever we need to prepare and head over to the Opera House.
All right, we'll finally settle the score with Luis.
It'll be okay.
He'll be fine. I know you'll be able to do it. The Opera House is located at the highest point in the city. It'll be just you and Yufa in there, so make sure you're both geared up for anything. Well, I can't really afford any gearing up because it's not feasible. Oh, I just fucking remember. I can't fast travel. I just remembered the golden beetles. God damn it. All right. Well.
Hey, mister.
That person's riding. You know, that is interesting. That's the only time I think I've seen anybody comment that I'm riding a sword. Riding a sword like a skateboard. All right, let's save here. And then head up this way. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else that I can do right now besides this.
That's not what I expected.
Anything this way? No. Oh, hey, it's this guy.
It's you.
Oh, it's you. Made it all the way to Montario in one piece, did you not? Not bad. Consider me impressed. But you know that the competition in this tournament will only get more brutal from here on out, don't you? Tell me, have you seen Loveless yet? The play, the fictitious play in Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core? No. Or the manga... What? You'd best keep your eye on him. Who the fuck is Loveless? What?
I'm chuffed.
I'm right chuffed here. Alright. We're not gonna just waltz in the front door, are we? There should be a service door nearby. Once the time comes, it'll be up to Juna to do something about the guards by the service entrance.
Close your eye.
Well, I can't think of anything else to really do.
Hello there.
Didn't they tell you at the Blue Sky Bridge? Only those with permits are allowed on this road. We're expanding the road to support the passage of gauntlet runners, which means you'll be able to cross as soon as construction is finished. Mind you, that could take a few years. Ah. Yeah, it wouldn't be a major city without really out of left field construction that's just interruptive to the flow of everything. I can't.
Check this out.
All right, let's wait. You ready to do this? From here on, it'll be just you, me, and Yufa. We won't be able to contact the others. Make sure your equipment is where you want it to be before we set out. I have nothing else I can equip, so we're set. And I can't purify any things because I don't have the materials for it or the money.
Got it.
All right, the guards have left their post. Juno's done her job admirably.
Onward.
And she has unlocked the service entrance for us as well. Let us enter and remain unseen. All right, cool. Little also ad break starting in about 5 minutes. Heads up.
All right.
Infiltration successful.
So,
This way should lead backstage. From there, we climb to the roof and then atop the chandelier.
Yes.
I'm en route to the auditorium just on the other side. I'll have to lure those brothers out somehow.
So,
Stroll and I will secure the exit route with all speed.
Yeah.
We split up from here. Let's all do our parts and regroup. Good luck.
let's go.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
All right, let's start the operation. We need to get up on that chandelier and be in position before Juno finishes singing. And to get on that chandelier, we first need to reach the roof? That's right. Juno laid it out for us. We head backstage and we should be able to go up from there.
Time to go.
Understood. Let us be on our way then. All right. Also, I just remembered, because we got some new stuff for... Yeah, there we go. Dragon Gods. Oh, Dragon God's really good. Unpolished garnet, worn down. Yeah, I'm keeping the maiden sign. Can I do the... No, I can't. Now, it appears to be locked.
What do you need? Sorry, I'm in the middle of something. Come back here. Come back here later.
Dismissive, aren't they? I guess they're being busy preparing. Ah. So, a lot of dressing rooms and green rooms. Do we have chests that we can get? Probably not. I heard from that roguish crier. Did you really go all the way to the pagan island for a divine relic? This crier said you found something amazing on the island. But he's just spinning tall tales, isn't he? Or was there... Oh.
Look.
Here's the door leading backstage. We should be able to access the roof from there. What's up with this guy standing in front of the door, muttering something? Yes. Has something happened, do you think?
Oh, bollocks. Did I drop it somewhere?
Hey, is something wrong?
Oh, it's just... It seems I've dropped my key somewhere. So now I can't open this door. And of all times, it had to be when we're busy beyond belief. Guess I'll have to go get the spare.
He left. And now we've got a locked door to deal with.
Actually...
That man works here, I suppose. And he dropped his key. So finding it will get our plan back on track. Let's scour the area. We might also ask the patrons about the key. In such a crowd, someone is bound to have seen it. All right, cool. Yes. The Monkum army seems to be on high alert today. They've even brought guard dogs along. Perhaps because Luis is here, but the royal magic would prevent any sort of assassination, would it not? Okay, so not you.
Speaking of which...
Rumors about you. They say you killed the sea monster outside Brialhaven, which means the head His Eminence brought to the exhibition was fake. An elder spitting in the church's face. You're an interesting fellow. Okay, so nothing from you. You? It's not here either. Damn, where did I drop it? Okay, so you dropped something. Some sort of leather string. We maybe can't go around picking up every little thing while on a mission to assassinate an autocrat. Well, perhaps it will prove useful. Let's hold on to it for a moment. Okay. Small gold tooth? A gold tooth? How did something like that end up on the floor? Our search is yielding more peculiar items than keys. Yeah, it's a gold tooth, like an actual golden shiner. Fine candidate, but it's Professor Julian in the end who's most fitting to be king. He appears to obtain a divine relic with no trouble at all. Oh, they're talking about the fucking, like, the weird guy that I talked to earlier.
That reminds me.
Picked up a gold tooth. Hey man, found your tooth. Ah, my tooth! You spied my distress and sought to rectify it, didn't you? I'm saved. Now I can socialize without appearing to be some gape-toothed yokel. I don't know. I think you'd look weirder with a gold tooth, but sure, go off, I guess. As thanks, take this key. I picked it up in the corridor earlier, but I couldn't risk telling the attendant with a gap in my teeth. Can you imagine? You may get a reward if you return it. Oh, and don't worry about me. I'm fine now. My smile can shine.
Is this perhaps?
All right, we found the key. Feels like our rewards keep seeming more like errands, but that's all's well that ends well. Yep.
Yay, we've done it.
All right, ad break now. So 3 minutes. Get yourself water, stretch, whatever you need to do, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. So I just thought, like, okay, so what could we get if we managed to find the person that lost their leather strap?
Well, isn't that something?
His Eminence Fordin has acquired a magnificent divine relic. With that, his victory is all but assured.
Perhaps, but I've no doubt Luis has something up his sleeve. To achieve such success at his age, we can't cut him out. You're that elder candidate. What's one of Luis's dogs doing here? Master Godot's monk army is guarding the opera house, so don't go doing any funny business. Funny business. This place is absolutely littered with lost items today. Guess it's no surprise, with all these people here. I've got lots to do, so I can't go pick up each and every one. If you find something, it'd be a big help if you could return it to its owner. What if I get, like, the best revive item ever from the leather? My shoelaces break. Oh! Already gathered, but I cannot hardly tend to them with my shoelace like this. There we go. Huh? Use this? I suppose it could be a shoelace replacement. Thank you. I wish I had more of a more proper reward for you, but I don't. Still, this cake's famous here, and tasty, I promise. Oh.
That gives me an idea.
Mine relics are mostly junk, are they not? What strange people the pagans are, valuing things like that. They will surely see reason once His Eminence seals the relics away, discarding those warped teachings and converting to sanctums. Fucking goddammit. Fuck these guys.
What is it?
You know that I'll not be swayed by elder candidate. I support Rudolph in his vision of Roussant rule. Besides, wouldn't you say there's something rather alluring about a severe man? She likes red flags. Loveless, that pure... Oh, the Parapist guy that was drunk outside the bar. I forgot his name was Loveless. I didn't even read his name. Right, okay. He yet refrains from dropping out of the race. Parapists are a foolish tribe to begin with, but the longer that man remains, the bolder they grow. How irritating. All right. Whatever you say, man. Fucking douche. All right. Silver necklace. Wow, that's a nice necklace. It might be important. I imagine it belongs to someone around here. All right, so we just look for people that we have not talked to yet. Lord Milo's participating in Saints' Day this year. Oh, how I've longed to gaze upon his divine features once more. My father told me to support His Eminence, but I don't care what he says. My feelings for Lord Milo are tied that cannot be stopped. All right, so she's on the pretty boy, or the pretty dude, pretty guy. Mr. Long. So you want a cake? Oh my, this is one of Altaberry's famous confections. You'll give it to me? Well, I'll not spurn your kindness. Before I eat it, I must return the favor. I know, I found something earlier that might be amusing. Unopened love letter. Oh. I may have an idea of where that's supposed to go. Oh, necklace probably goes to this guy. Damn, why did I drop it? Oh, nope, his letter.
You've really helped me out of a jam.
You found my letter for me. I'm so relieved. I can't thank you enough. It's a marriage proposal. I wrote it for a certain woman, but truth be told, perhaps it's best I forget about it.
What?
What? Wait. You're not going to give her the letter? Why?
My family is newly of rank and supports Luis. She's a dancer at the opera and a follower of Sanctism. You see, don't you? As long as Fordin and Luis are at odds, our marriage will never be allowed anyway. I'm sorry, I rather went too long. Truly, I am grateful you returned it, so please take this as my thanks. Ooh. I dream of the day I can give her this letter. I hope she waits for me until that time comes. I don't know, dude, there's other people around. You know, there's more fish in the sea, as it were, or the classic saying goes. How long is it gonna take to change? The play's going to start soon. Something the matter? You seem rather troubled. That dancer won't leave the dressing room. I left my script in there. I need it back. Oh.
What?
Well, again, really, I'm sorry. I'm a bit occupied. I can't find my precious necklace. I searched everywhere, and yet I still can't find it. I suppose it's possible I dropped it in the hallway. Have you seen a silver necklace? I lost it, and it's really important to me. There we go.
You found it. Thank you so much. My beloved gave me this necklace. We're unable to see each other right now. In any case, I want to give you a reward. How about this? An exclusive preview of the Saints Day play script. And then you give the script to this guy. You caught it for me. I'm saved. I don't have much to give as thanks, but please take this. That's good. What else did we get? Hold on. What other key items? Dracodio's sack. I think that's everything. Right? I think it's everything. Yeah, nothing else as far as pickup items are concerned, so I think that's good. Now, what was that accessory we got? I want to see what it is. Herald's Banner. While in the front row, increase... Oh, that's for Stroll. That's for Stroll. That is for Stroll. That is 1000% for Stroll.
Yay, we did
That's how I open a door with a key. I just go, jam it with my hand.
Ready?
This goes backstage, where we should be able to reach the roof. Are you ready? Let's go. All right, let's take a peek inside first. Carefully so we don't get caught.
Check this out.
Look at that curtain. We should be able to go backstage from there. And I guess it makes sense that there are guards. Not many of them, though. Should we just push through?
No.
It would be a great risk if we draw attention here. We'll not shake it easily. You have a point. I guess we had a surefire plan for this.
What?
Huh?
What?
Why is it so dark all of a sudden?
But what's happening? What's going on? What's wrong with the lights?
Couldn't happen at the worst times. We can't have this ruining the Saints' Day festivities.
So apparently...
That takes care of that.
What?
Stroll. So the lights?
I asked Hulkenberg to do it. They won't be in the dark forever, so get moving while you can.
That was a great help.
That was a great help. Thank you.
Once the exit route is secured, Hulkenberg and I will regroup with you. The rest is up to you, Will.
Let's go.
All right, let's do this.
The future is uncertain.
What? The backstage lights are out.
That is...
Yes, we just reported. We've already fixed the issue, but we can't figure out how it happened. Either a simple accident or... I believe I charged you with security of the venue. I presume everything is in order? Rest assured, Your Eminence. I will have it investigated immediately. I'll have our cybersecurity team look into it. Isn't he on his 2-week vacation? He collapsed during work one day. Vacation's a suggestion, not a privilege. Vacation is a privilege that he is not going to... that I will take care of.
Understood.
Just calls in the cybersecurity. Increase security. Call in the reserves too. We can't be too careful. Not even the rats get through.
Yes.
Sir, as you wish.
Good grief.
It's getting a bit thick in here. The bigwigs seem to have a lot on their hands, keeping order.
Now then.
Well, I suppose that's my cue.
So, yeah, he just calls in cybersecurity while he's... Oh, wait, no. Isn't he sick with a fever?
Yes, but I'll call him in anyway. If he can stand, he can work. And now, at long last, we come to the highlight of the festival. The dedication ceremony for the divine relics will begin very soon.
Take a look.
Gathered here are the only competitors fierce enough to have survived the first round and gotten their hands on a relic.
At last.
I hear cheering. Sounds like it's getting underway. They'll probably have some official do a preamble for a while. Then they'll start the actual dedication. Juna's set to sing after that. We need to be on the chandelier by then. If we get into any fights, they'll target Yufa first, since you're protected by the royal magic. Make sure you keep an eye on her, Will.
Let's go.
We have to be smart about this. The plan won't work without you or Yufa.
Let's hurry.
Okay, so we do have combats happening here. Oh my god. Loot to pick up. Oh, no worries. These guys are fucking weak sauce.
We attack as
Get in
one.
there and finish him off.
By this power. Win!
I summoner.
How about fire? Weak to fire.
Royal soul. Maybe not. Still up?
Bad attack. Wait, is it because I'm in the back row?
Here I go. It is your turn. One more remains.
It's okay. Time for some close.
It's because I'm in the back row. Okay. So I probably need to be in front row in that case.
Let's keep this up, everyone.
I'm going to change. There we go. You go forward and back, and then go forward and back, and then go forward and back, and then put 1 foot forward.
Who's there?
Someone's back here. Aren't you that elder candidate? We got caught right away. Now we've got no choice but to force our way through. It must have been you who cut the lights. Dogs of Luis. You won't wreck Saint's Day on my watch. Careful, the royal magic protects him, but he'll surrender if we kill his allies. Aim for the Mastari girl. So we're doing it this way. If Yufa falls, the mission fails. Be careful. Okay, so yeah, we can't lose at all.
I won't hold back. Light.
I pray you're ready.
Insolent heathens!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Come at me!
By this power. We're not out of
I'm
this yet.
grateful. Summoner. Heed me. I'm sorry, everyone.
Witness the power of sanctism.
Ow.
Take this! Ridiculous!
Nice miss, bozo. Okay.
Magic Seeker. Maybe not. One.
Oh, resists blades. Huh. How's fire for you? You're weak to fire. Okay, good to know. I just hope I don't burn through too much of my MP before all this. Crystalline weapon. Ooh. Oh god, could you imagine if that was a mimic? That would have sucked. Like they were just guarding a mimic.
What now?
What do I have as far as... I have an injection. I'll probably save the injection for some other time. Why are there monsters in the... Oh, it's... Wait, it's their guard dogs. I'm stupid. Now, the question is... Wait a second. That leads... So there's 2 routes to take here.
This battle's ours. Let's go. By this power.
You know, part of me is kind of debating if I should change out my my stuff for the weaknesses, but considering how things are going right now, I think we'll be okay.
Take my fullest power.
God, that's so much MP.
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone!
There are still enemies nearby. We must be cautious.
What?
Whoa.
Amazing!
Pocket heater, a portable device, prevents frostbite. Ooh, that's good. Got that.
If it's useful, I say grab
Got
it.
that.
Let's give him a fight.
We shall fight well.
Come forth, royal soul.
Yeah, I think... Because I don't know if there'll be any enemies weak to light, but fire seems to be a common thing here. Yeah, I'm gonna change it out for fire. Do I have a fire skill?
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone!
Hold on, I'm gonna check something.
What now?
Do I even have a fire skill? I have one. From my brief moment in... Yeah. And would I have to spend to get it? No. Alright, well... Yufa, do you have anything? You have... but there's nothing. Okay. Well, it's better than... Yeah.
I knew we could count on you.
We'll just go this way then.
Hey, you found something!
It's another chest. We may as well go for it. Get some extra experience too.
What do you think you're doing?
Aye,
I
aye.
want to say,
Buster from Pagan Witch, yeah.
Yeesh, they're pretty tough. They're weak to ice.
Ice and fire. I see.
Hit their weakness.
I will usher you
That's
to
your
his
opening,
side.
Captain. We shall sweep them.
Ah, weak to physical.
I must concentrate.
Is there a... Oh.
Now isn't the time. It is over.
Insolent heathens! Take this!
Uh-oh.
Magic Seeker! Fire!
Their weakness.
Expose
That's your opening, Captain. We shall sweep them.
Oh no, that's pretty weak sauce.
Hold on.
I shall.
Witness the power of sanctism. Take this. I won't
Someone help
lose.
her.
Gotta rethink. Let's go.
Burn. Their weakness to the back.
You
That's
go
your
back
opening, Captain.
and...
Please.
Big heal.
Let's stay calm. Come forth, Royal Soul.
Close your eyes.
Then we'll just beat up the mage.
I shall rethink this. Summoner.
Then we'll just wail on the mage.
Let's do
I've
this.
done
I
it.
return. This is God's judgment.
Oh, she's weak to ice.
This. Ugh.
Oh, you're not weak to regular sword hits. Oh, okay, good to know.
Insolent heathens! Come at me!
By this power. Let's go. Fire!
Yeah, I figured.
It is your turn.
Yeah, resists that too.
Power of sanctism. Kneel before him.
Ow.
Take this. Dear God.
Come forth, Royal Soul. Better be sure.
Summoner. We have provisions.
Insolent heathens! This is God's judgment!
This is not a good routine to be in. Hold on. Let me change this around. You do that, and...
I move to the front. I pray you're ready. This may be
They're weak to
excessive.
strike attacks. Smash them up.
It is over.
I will fight with Magic Seeker.
Maybe I should change around some things. Or, here's an idea.
Here.
Witness the power of sanctism.
Just because he resists it doesn't mean that it still isn't 200 damage. Yeah.
Take it.
That works. Just because. It's still 200 even if resisted.
What is it?
That's a fun little cheese.
Whoa.
That's a fun bit of cheddar. All right. All right, so what is on the left here? Another item? Sure. Wait, if it's a mimic...
What now?
I have a very, very strong feeling it might be a mimic. Get you back to at least something of a manageable amount of MP. Climb this. And then get this item.
How nice. This should be
Magic incense. Okay, cool. I'll take the risk. It's not, okay, it's not a mimic. Really?
So lucky.
Okay, and a diamond. Shit, that's good. Ah, all right, well.
Scout. No.
So it's still just the same deal each time.
Come forth, royal soul! Fire!
Their weakness.
I will usher you to his side.
Give me strength.
Close your eyes.
You
It's
fight
too
their
early
weakness.
to go to his side.
This should work.
Resists electric. Only piercing and strike. Okay. I see.
Here I go. Heed me. One more remains.
Keep it up. Let's do this.
Trivial.
I won't lose.
Let's try this.
This is the power said to belong to a priestess. We have provisions.
Nope. Damn it.
Heathens! Take this. Dear God.
Take it.
I am grateful. I shall do my best.
Trying some ideas here. Decreased defense.
This should help.
Insolence. Let's do this. Kneel before him.
Uh-oh.
Trivial.
Ugh.
Even my strength will be needed. Is there? I shall take a defensive
I shall
stance.
seize my chance. Take this.
Yupa's really hurting.
I won't
Someone help
lose.
her?
This should
Do
work.
that.
Helpful. I can do this. This may be excessive.
We shall sweep them. Yupa
okay.
hit their weakness.
You better be sure.
Let's do
This
this.
is gonna be a slow draw on this. Actually, if I could change my skill inheritance again.
Come forth now. Help me finish this.
Did it inflict burn? No, it didn't. Okay, well,
Is there another?
worth a try.
Insolent heathens. Take this.
Trivial.
Come at me.
It is over.
This can't be.
Let's stay calm.
Weakness.
Close your eyes.
A tough
Now
one.
is the time to defend.
Let's do this. Dear God.
I won't hold back. Win.
Still here?
I do more damage with just regular. Okay. I do more damage with my magic.
To him, I return.
Yeah. Even resisted, it's just faster. It's not like my sword hits are gonna do a lot anyway.
What now?
Alright, well. Fuck it. Where was the... I have one dragon. Now I just have one. Chances are I could run across another. Who knows? That's the way to the roof? Okay.
What?
What the? Where did you come from? Did you defeat the gods below? Sorry, we don't have time. Let us through or we'll make you. Take not one step further. The Theocracy's monk army will be respected. The Elder is a candidate who will be shielded by the royal magic. So aim for the Mastari Guild first. Alright.
Let's go. Burn!
I pray you're ready. It is your turn!
I shall seize my chance. Take this.
It would have been bad if you picked the ice skill.
Come at me.
Yuppa's guard is down.
Come forth, Royal Soul.
Hit their weakness.
This summoner.
That's your opening, Captain.
Come forth now. I'm sorry, everyone.
It's too early to go to his side.
By this power. Fire! Let's finish this! Okay?
This is the power said to belong to a priestess. I shall use this.
Witness the power of sanctism. Kneel before him.
Shit.
Take this.
Trivial.
I won't lose.
Yuppa's guard
Magic
is
Seeker!
down.
Burn!
Hit their weakness.
It's
Here
too
I go.
early
Your opening, Captain.
Go to his side.
Heed me. One more remains.
Keep it up.
You disgrace the sanctist way.
Hold on. This should work.
Thank you.
Please don't use Glacier again. God damn it. I jinxed myself.
Take this. Dear God.
Take my fullest power. It is your turn.
Close your
eyes.
Magic Seeker. To go to his side.
Yeah, that is faster. Whatever method I was doing earlier, that was not working.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Heavy wind. Ooh, that's gonna be nice. So I could fart on the enemies even harder. That takes care of all the guards. Let's head to the roof. Oh, it's weird just to see him without that cloak on him. Well,
This is unbelievable! Sanctifex Forden's relic appears to be a colossal chalice. I'm told it's believed to be an ancient artifact called a Holy Grail. Truly, a relic to put all others to shame.
The pagans looted this from the church's vaults in antiquity. God, in his omniscience, is said to have imbued it with his essence, giving it the power to make wishes come true.
And how did such a glorious relic come into your hands?
We simply preached his holy works and spread the teachings. Mutual dialogue was what won the day. Through guided prayer, anyone can be saved, and we may see God's blessing in all things.
Just incredible. But if anyone could do it, it's Sanctifex Forden.
I think it's obvious who the winner is.
I suppose that marks His Eminence Forden as the sole winner. Even to an amateur's eye, no other relic could compete.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Sanctifex Forden. Now, continuing on. Wait, Forden was last to present? That's not right. We've not seen Luis yet, or the island team.
Is there an issue?
No. I think we're finally having a show end without incident. After all, these were originally Sanctus relics anyway.
Well, it looks like that's all the divine relics our candidates found across the land.
is that a Persona 5 reference with the fucking pig over in the corner there? The Piggytron from the third palace, I think? Oh my god, I think it is. Sick reference, bro. I get it.
Please join me in welcoming
Like, yeah, it's gotta be.
Juna for a performance of the opera's opening piece. Ladies and gents, enjoy!
Yeah, it has to be.
Well, Luis, rumor has it you found yourself quite a relic. Then why are you so reluctant to present it? No matter. The race's outcome is beyond your meddling now. Victory is mine.
We made it to the roof. Just in time.
Let's hurry.
We can get down to the chandelier from that building. Hurry!
Finally.
What now?
All right. We've used a bit of MP, but that's fine. That's to be expected. It was a cool set piece, though.
We're here. I think we can get down onto that massive chandelier hanging from the ceiling.
Our escape route is secure. We should be able to flee undetected.
Good. Everything's going according to plan so far, but time's running out. From here on, it's all up to him.
All will be fine.
Okay. It's finally time to end this.
How the fuck do you do that with your hair?
From my fingertip flies a butterfly, how it pines for the moon up high. Fire calls its name, flying to the flame, burning as free as it can be. Out there, deep and dark in the valley mid.
Focus. You can only get one shot at this.
Fearing in my soul what I can't control. I can't close my eyes to the sunrise. From the shadow of the dark, fingers brush my neck with a remark. Oh, anguish traveler,
Is he getting dizzy?
my name is thine, and thou art I. Like the wind, shine through darkest night. Oh, never stray. Trust your eyes to steer you by. Trembling finger, hold fast to my dream. Dawn will break now. Reach out
We got him! Right?
Hey! The lance! Hurry!
What's going on? Is there something blocking it?
Ladies and gentlemen, what an honor! That was our kingdom's lovely songstress, Juna. Moving right along.
It didn't work. Come back.
I mean, we got him.
Hail!
Is it done? The lance should have hit him, but we can't get it back.
Taking that into
There's some sort of interference. Luis is doing, no doubt. The lance struck true, yes? Is he slain or not? We can't be
true.
It was certainly dark. And since the lance hasn't returned, we can't make a clear judgment. No, he's thinking on it now. We've done all that we can.
Hey.
For the moment, at least. Now let's get out of here. The longer we stick around, the worse it'll be.
Hurry!
All right. Okay, and we have a full party, so I expect a boss fight, right? Oh, Heisme.
Why do you dawdle? Did you get him?
We do not know why, but the lance.
Should we withdraw to retrieve it? Or make our escape?
Lost a lance? Perhaps it's this one.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I thought so.
At last your allegiance is laid bare. And if this lance wounded me, then I take it the one you provided me was a mere imitation. If you know what the Lance is capable of, then surely you understand the situation. Your last hope is gone.
No.
It seems a shame to kill you, but I'm afraid you've gone too far. I have no intention of surrendering, nor of wavering in my convictions. That being said, you truly have impressed me. I will allow you some final words, if you have any.
Say it!
I see your performance has come to an end, Juno.
Yes, the curtain falls. I'm no longer your songbird to keep caged.
So, you too stood with them.
Come on. He's ready to listen, so say it. You know there's something he needs to hear.
Juna's staring fiercely, prompting words. The lance has fallen into Luis's hands. We no longer have the means to counter his attack. But there's still hope. If we're to even the odds, there's one thing I can say.
Luis, I challenge you to a duel.
Ah, the very words I was waiting for. You really have done your research. In truth, I intended from the start to entertain such a challenge. I confess it's been a long time. Perhaps a real contest is what I've craved. This competition is little more than child's play.
Oh, so it did hit him and it did hurt him. I see blood on his outfit. Okay.
I will end your life with my own hands.
There needs to be a direct confrontation after all. As though it was fate all along.
We've needed another boss
The
fight.
king's magic powerless, which means this trinket is no longer necessary. Then state your name. How do you declare yourself?
I am the hero, the savior of this country.
You would save it, would you? I hope that dream does not end in futility. My name is Luis Guiaburn. I am the rightful king, he who will forge anew this unworthy country into a utopia. Attack in any number, wield any weapons. But fight with your very lives. If you live by a creed, show me its strength.
Okay, here we go. Oh, fuck. Assemble your party. Okay. Stroll, you go front since you now have this. Yufa, no. Juna, I wish I could check what their archetypes have got. Hulkenberg is still a no, I changed her to a Dark Knight. So you go to that there, and who should I make the fourth one? Shit. Heisme or Juna? Let's try this for now. Let's try this.
Go ahead. Have at me. An attempt on the life of Luis Guiaburn is a folly most cannot afford.
Even Luis can't fight at full strength after that direct lance wound.
We've come this far. Let's fight with all we have, Captain.
Oh, I forgot she's on Faker. Your tyranny ends here.
Luis, I will make an end of you here.
I should expect no less by a duel's code. So be it. Allow me to even the score.
This is our mission.
Oh, he's got half health from that. Okay.
Here and now.
Are you weak to wind? Oh, he doesn't even react.
I'll show you. This might sting.
You hesitate. I call upon royal power within.
I doubt a strike wound will work. Didn't think so.
Let justice prevail.
Knight's Proclamation. I needed that on her. Shit. Oh well.
I will protect you.
Bear witness. I strike.
Ha! Take that, bozo! I had the right idea. Okay,
Let me help.
Stroll boost. Juna.
Maybe your only chance to kill me.
Going for the weak spot.
Now, are you prepared? Hack and slash.
Oh my god, that's good.
Blade in hand.
Let's try that again on Juna.
This is strength. I have your back. To kill. I strike.
Magic Seeker.
Here.
Thank you.
This may be your only chance to kill me. Samurai. I'll cut you down.
Holy shit, Stroll's damage output is crazy. This is kind of working out a little too well.
Come.
Like something feels okay. Ow.
I strike.
Ow.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
We're not at it.
Helpful as ever.
Face her. This might sting.
This may be your only chance to kill me.
I stand ready. Dark Knight. A mystic shield.
Okay.
This is strength. I strike.
Is that all?
Yeah, she resists.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down,
By this
Captain.
power.
Face her. Going for the weak spot.
Hack and slash.
Holy shit. Yeah, Stroll's my big one. Go on protagonist again. So far, so good.
Come.
Royal. Okay.
I strike.
Take that. But Hulkenberg's gonna run out of MP if I keep that up. But it's the working strategy. But if there's a phase 2.
Let me help. I owe you. This may be your only chance to kill me.
This might sting.
It's Samurai.
Nice fucking critical. Okay.
Not this one.
Do a guard, I guess. I don't want to use up all of her MP. Boost Stroll some more.
This is strength.
Ow.
Strike.
He's wounded. Can anyone heal him?
Okay. I do need to heal Stroll.
Can't take any more. I'll show you. Someone for the weak spot. You've got a bunch
Are
of
you
ailments
prepared?
slowing you down,
I'll
Captain.
cut you down. Tougher than I thought. Interesting.
With blade in hand. Right there. Worthy foe after all.
I will fight with by this power. We can do this. I owe you.
There we go. Okay.
Bear witness.
We're doing well.
Come. Accept my challenge.
Tactic.
I strike.
Captain's hurt
I
bad.
can't give up now.
Let's get him some healing. Behold this power. Someone get
I imagine this would this fight would do way worse for me if I did not have debuffing like this.
I stand ready. Come. Not now. Dark Knight.
I doubt ice is good on him, right? Didn't think so. Heal up. Okay.
This is strength. I strike. Come. Accept my strength is fading.
This feels way too easy.
Stroll, watch me. Going for the weak spot.
I shall vanquish evil.
Ailments slowing you down.
Is everyone all right? Dark Knight. Oh, power of heroes. Huh, take this. Still standing, I see. Magic Seeker.
Interesting.
Heal up. Okay.
Bear witness.
So far, so good.
Come.
Haven't had a single miss yet, sadly, which,
I strike.
fine, you know what happens.
Come.
It's a boss fight.
Accept my challenge.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
No holding back. I'll cut you down. Tougher than I thought.
It's a shame I don't have a defense debuff. That would be really nice right now.
Right there. May yet cling to life.
Let's stay calm. Let's go. No. Come forth, royal soul.
Let's get his attack back up.
This is strength. I strike.
Nice miss!
I strike.
Nice miss, loser! Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
Yeah, the debuffing is really my big lifesaver here.
Not done yet.
Observe the enemy. Huh, take this. Worthy foe. Magic seeker.
Interesting.
Okay.
Bear witness.
So far, so good. Holy shit, this is actually doing really well. Oh my god.
This is just what I need.
Keep the attack down. Holy shit, having June as a faker has actually worked out in my favor immensely.
Dark Knight.
Interesting.
Not now. Right there. May yet cling to
The
life.
freedom of a wanderer. Vitus power. Scour.
And that does it.
I underestimated you.
There's no way it was that. There's no way it's that easy. That was way too easy. No way in hell. I don't believe it. All right, increase agility again.
I shall rise to the occasion.
Holy shit, those stroll is fucking beastly.
Tremble before me.
Yes, I've become stronger.
Right. I could get used to this.
I've acquired a new power.
Magic counter. Oh no! Oh, that's really good.
Lord Luis, do not interfere. Oh.
You falter even now. Not enough, I'm afraid.
Lord Luis!
A fine blow. You've surprised me. But why? Why are you so intent on killing me?
You of all people should know the answer.
I see now. You were the intruders looking for the formula, I take it. And yet, you have achieved nothing.
What do you mean?
So, the assassination wasn't the ticket, huh?
Did we do it?
Lord Luis?
At long last, 'tis done. We have brought him to justice. The great, untouchable traitor, Luis Guillaburn, is dead.
Apologies. Things fell apart at the end, and I wasn't thinking straight.
Even so, the outcome is the same. We could not have triumphed without everyone here.
Wait! It's good that we got him and all, but the lance...
Yes! It went down with him.
This looks dire. He's fallen in the middle of the stage.
If Fordham spies Luis's body run through with the lance, he'll realize its power in an instant.
Even should we save the prince, we'll regret it if Forden ends up with the lance. Yufa, can you call it up?
No, too late for that. It's already in the middle of the crowd. If we call it up and take it with no explanation, everyone will think us thieves.
Then what do you propose?
First, we need to establish that the lance is ours. Our offering for the ceremony. We'll have to take the stage and announce that ourselves.
Please wait. Do we reveal that we are the ones who slew Luis? Can we afford to declare that openly? We'd be telling your supporters you deceived them and your master both.
She's right. The audience has no idea what's going on. We'll just look like the bad guys.
It's okay. We set out to kill Luis, and the deed is done. Our only failure is in the spectacle we made of it. For now, we need to think of a way to get the audience to see our side.
You want to win their sympathy? What are you even planning to say?
I don't know, but we have to get on stage, now. If we don't explain ourselves fast, we'll never get a chance to.
Wait a minute! Hey!
This feels too easy. Also, ad break starting in about 4 minutes as a heads up.
I know that face. Was that Luis? Someone go and see to him. Is he truly dead?
Allow me.
Wait, is that the...
Lord Luis, no. He's dead. He's gone.
Your Eminence, this was found off-stage. Judging by his wounds, this must have been the murder weapon.
The lance. Is this the divine relic he sent his subordinates after?
His eyes are sightless. His heart beats no more.
This voice sounds familiar.
You're absolutely certain?
I checked him thrice over. There can be no more doubt.
That voice is familiar. I recognize him. First major boss of the game.
Luis, dead? And that can only mean this lance can pierce the barrier of the king's magic.
I apologize for the grotesque display interrupting tonight's performance. We are tardy in arrival, but the lance you hold is our offering to the ceremony.
What? You claim this lance? You mean to say you were the ones who did the deed?
Give me a second, I gotta charge my phone. Okay. It is as you say.
Yes. It is as you say.
God above! How do you justify this?
Years ago, Luis ordered my hometown destroyed. Hulkenberg, our ally before you, was herself a royal guard in service to his late highness. Even the songstress, Juna, aided us on several occasions. Above all else, we are a group who came together to try Luis for his crimes, traitor and kingslayer both. And to do that, we had to enter his company. We took no joy in disguising our true intentions, not from your eminence, nor the people. But today, finally, we have seen justice done. Luis has paid for his sins. And at last, at long last, my parents can rest in peace.
I had not realized you were such an actor.
Oh.
Or do you truly weep?
It's just hitting me now. We finally won.
Aww.
Now, everyone, let's have a little
That explains why the songstress was so often with Louise, as well as these brave misfits.
I understand. It all makes sense now. I had wondered why a member of the Prince's own guard would fall in with Luis. You have done well to execute the rebel. I am sure that His late Majesty and His Highness must be pleased. And of course, the Sanctus Church recognizes your divine relic. Now we shall greet tomorrow's festivities with fresh peace in our hearts.
But we'll see how that continues after this ad break. So 3 minutes, get yourself some water, stretch, whatever you need to do, and we'll be right back. I just need to time that out a little bit, so yeah. And we're back. All right. I'm not convinced that it was this easy, because this felt like such a build-up, and you know, the lance thing taking out half his health, that meant that that fight could have lasted a lot longer. And I don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced it's that. No.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
Oh, sorry, stretching my back.
Hulkenberg. The day His Highness was attacked, I heard you fought harder than any other. Your blade even struck the back of the blackguard who did it. Of all his defenders, you came closest to avenging the prince. But where you faltered then, you triumphed today. In form and heart, you are a true knight. Is something the matter?
Oh, no. You honor me greatly, Your Eminence.
Now, this lance. The Sanctus Church will confiscate it for now. A lance capable of killing the tournament's candidates would only sow panic and chaos.
Yes, as you wish. We brought it as an offering anyway.
Indeed. You may step down now.
Think you can just walk away, do ya? You owe us a moment or three.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's fair. I finally defeated my arch nemesis, Luis. This should break the prince's curse. All right.
So you lot were working against us from the start. And you right along with them, Lady Juna.
What was your motive? Why did you kill Lord Luis?
If this was truly a matter of justice and not simply petty revenge, then we owe it to them to explain why we have taken their guiding force. They deserve that much. Captain, do you not agree?
It's time for the truth. They deserve to know.
All right.
Plus, we don't have a therapist party member.
Sorry if I'm overstepping my mark. I know I'm but the latest to become your ally, but...
No,
I don't know. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I'm not sure.
We have sought to save the rightful heir to the throne. To break the curse afflicting His Highness the Prince.
What's that? The prince? He's dead, mate. Wait, he is dead, isn't he?
He's dead, all right. You lot will need a better story than that if you don't want to get cut open where you stand.
He had to be declared dead in order to protect him. Though he lives, he is bedridden, cursed by magic.
And the only way left to undo that curse was to kill Luis.
Those of us who wanted the prince restored formed a secret faction. And I was a spy in its service, trying to find out if we had any option beyond murder.
I cannot expect you to understand all this immediately. However...
You did this for the prince! His father, the king, was a coward! Puppet of Forden! It was because of him that this country rotted from the inside! And for his son! For his bloody, useless corpse of a son! What made you think his life was worth more than Count Luis?
Worth more? I thought you two hated when people tell you any life weighs more than another.
I myself have never met His Highness, nor do I know what sort of person he is. But I want to see the future these people believe in.
Despite our many differences of tribe and status, we still banded together. Through them, I saw the possibility of a world united.
Besides, when Luis talked about burning down my island, I thought I saw the shock and despair on your faces too.
Look, you two. Was Luis really a master worth your trust? I think it's worth listening to your hearts now. Even the doubts. I know we'd be happy to have you.
Hold a moment. These two were Luis's right-hand men. I would advise against this.
No. Their hearts are as loyal as any of ours. They but served another master.
Lady Juna. I guess you really were watching out for us. More than we ever knew. I couldn't protect Basilio when it mattered most. They put him through so much for their sodden igniter experiments, and now protecting him's all I've got.
Dal.
Maybe it is time to step back. Get away from this bloody business.
I guess this was all it took. Count Luis gave us a dream to fight for, but I suppose it was the kind that don't feel right after you wake. So, we're drifters now. Maybe we'll open up that restaurant after all, eh? I'll see you around, Lady Juna.
Look, I'm not the smart one, you lot know that, so I don't know whether to punch you or thank you. I've never been this confused in all my life. Damn it, I just don't get it. Damn it. Oh, Del, wait! Don't you wander off like that? You mean all that about the restaurant, yeah?
Never could say what you were feeling. I'm sorry this was all I could do.
Ah,
It
Captain.
would have been cool if they were party members, though, just
We
saying.
must check His Highness's condition.
Yes, you're right. That should have lifted the curse. What's going on? The cursed thorns haven't disappeared.
But the caster is dead. Forden and his guard were sure to check Luis's body.
Calm down, everyone. We don't want to yell about this in public. Let's go back to the inn for now.
His Highness still suffers under the curse. But Luis is dead. I cannot fathom it.
Maybe we killed a fake. Like his body double. Or something.
No. There's no way that wasn't Luis. We couldn't fight him in person and still be mistaken.
And Luis would have nothing to gain from faking his death, surely. After all, it put the lance in Forden's hands.
Knowing all that, might the curse have been cast by someone else entirely?
But that would mean... we killed an innocent person, wouldn't it?
That bastard was no innocent. He destroyed my home. He murdered the king. And...
True enough, old boy. But that's not why we were out to kill the chap, eh?
He said it himself. That killing him accomplished nothing. Was it really true?
Yet he had the formula for the curse in his possession. Surely that marks his guilt?
Even so, there remains a modicum of doubt in the matter. Perhaps Luis was researching the curse for another reason. If he was framed, it is possible he aimed to clear his name.
When she saw the formula, Rella did say it was only an outline. So that could mean it wasn't the formula to begin with, just Luis's scratch work, proof that he was looking for a way to prove his innocence.
But if it wasn't Luis, who else could have?
That night, His Highness the Prince was already fleeing when I arrived at the scene. I encountered the assailant as I sought to protect His Highness. I pursued and slashed across their back.
Right. I remember Forden mentioned something about that. Is there anything else you can remember?
Fie! No, I can recall nothing else. No other clues. Yet... no. 'Tis odd. I believe this is the first time I have recounted the particulars to anyone. I told the investigators only that I failed to capture the culprit. The shame of my failure kept me silent on the rest.
What? But just earlier, Forden said...
Yes, he told a story that none but the culprit could attest to. How does Forden know?
Maybe there's Forden behind it. Forden's really the one. Oh
I have
boy.
no evidence to say otherwise.
You do realize he's the sanctifex of the entire dashed Sanctus Church?
Nay, but that does not make it impossible. It wasn't long after the prince's passing that His Majesty named Sanctism the state religion. If not for the matter concerning the king's magic, Forden's claim to the throne would have been unshakable.
Sounds like motive enough to want the prince gone.
We have to find out, even if it's remotely possible. Let's question Forden in person at the main festival tomorrow.
We'll need that divine lance back, too. It's not something we want in Forden's hands, especially now.
Hey, I'm going to go talk to my sister. She's bound to be somewhere in the city for the Saints' Day festivities.
So, Eto Ble, Luis is dead.
Sister, I should explain. All that fuss today was... well...
Is it safe for you to come to such a public place?
What? No, it's fine. It's not like we caused a riot or anything. We even explained ourselves to Forden's satisfaction. Actually...
That's not what I meant. You're the songstress, remember?
Ah, yes. Suppose you're right.
I know we talked before about the loophole in the King's protective magic, but I never thought you would be the one to strike Luis down. And that lance you presented, I take it that's why you went to Verga Island.
We didn't mean for it to be such a spectacle. It didn't exactly go according to plan, but at least we kept a tyrant off the throne. And that's why I was
Yeah, he did talk about essentially burning down an entire island village for the sake of getting the lance. So,
man he really is.
yeah.
Because, well, now that Luis is out of the picture, we know who's got the best chance. A man as powerful as him, well, you know how it is. You hear all kinds of nasty rumors swirling about. I'm just wondering if there's any truth to them.
Tuna, are you seriously trying to dig up dirt on Santifex Forden? On Saint's Day of all days?
Oh, loosen up a bit. You can't deny that people talk, and God knows they always have. Especially about the night of the attack. Asking how anyone could sneak into the castle, let alone get to the prince. Whether some official ordered the assassination. Remember when those rumors started? Father was on edge for days. I remember even when I hadn't said anything, he'd scold me and send me away. I don't suppose you ever heard if there was any truth to that. Sorry. I don't mean to dance around it, so it's just not an easy thing to ask about. I was talking with one of our allies, Hulkenberg. She said Forden mentioned something he couldn't have known, unless he was actually there, the night of the attack. Unlikely as it is, if it turns out Forden was involved, she won't suffer him being crowned. She'll be out for vengeance. And you're the eldest daughter of House Cygnus, a Sanctist family. The people would see you as an accomplice to a man who had a hand in killing the royals. I couldn't bear to let that happen. You don't deserve that. I need to know the truth.
Then, suppose His Eminence Forden were guilty of such sin. What would you do with him? With the Sanctist Church?
What do you mean?
Well, I was but a girl of only 12 years. I knew nothing about the inner workings of the crown theocracy.
Sister? What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm fine. If a tad overworked. All these new developments and tragic events. I'm just run a little ragged, that's all.
Sister.
I'll be fine. Really. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. If I am to be the people's saint, I must be strong enough to play the part. Maybe I'll hold off on the harder drinks today, just to be safe. It's been a long time since we could spend some simple time together like this. It's like we're just two sisters visiting Montario for the holiday.
Yeah, gotta lay off the absinthe.
I'll see you again soon.
It seems Juno wasn't able to get much from Rella.
About that.
If Rella won't talk, then we'll have no choice but to pry the truth out of Forden tomorrow.
Let's rest.
I'm sure you've got lots in your mind, but I can tell that you're tired. Let's just rest up and get ready for tomorrow. All right, well, I think that's a good spot to end, actually, because we're closing in on the 4-hour mark. And yeah, well, I'll talk to everybody and get their thoughts. Could Forden truly have killed His Highness? If the attack was by his hand, we must have our answers from him, no matter the means. The true culprit behind the curse must be brought to justice, and fast. His Highness's life is at stake. We've finally taken down our greatest foe, yet it seems we can't celebrate just yet.
I was naive to think taking down Luis would solve our problems. And
Luis was by no means an innocent man, but we still killed someone who shouldn't have, or we shouldn't have. It's not so much that I feel guilty, but I have a sense of foreboding. I hope it's only my imagination. Well, yeah, as I said, he would have gone and burned down her entire island village to get to the lance. He definitely needed to be stopped. Like, he was going to do that. He like bold-faced without any pause, he said, "Oh yes, I was going to do that. That was on my agenda, if you didn't retrieve it."
Forden, that cur. I long believed the church was not as pristine as it presented, but this... If he truly was the man behind the attack, we must reclaim the spear, and swiftly.
Yeah. I'm just shocked that that fight went as well as it did, honestly, because that went way too smoothly. I thought at least he'd have more attack types to use or skills, but for the most part, he just kept increasing his turn count and then did a couple swipes. I don't know if I just had a really good team to that fight, or if that fight was intentionally that easy, or if I was over leveled. I don't know. That was just really bizarre. But in any case, we did it. We won. So I'm gonna save again because just double check on that front. And we will go back to the title screen and everything there. You know, if there's one thing about this game's title screen that I'm not the biggest fan of, is that it plays that opening cutscene of Luis killing the king every single time I boot the game up, which, like, not the worst thing. Like, y'all don't end up hearing it because of how my OBS settings are, but it's not ideal. But in any case, that was it. That's the stream. Thank you all for joining me, whether you lurked or chatted or what have you. It's been a lot of fun getting to just play through and finally make some more progress in the story. And yeah, I have this feeling like there is no way that it was that easy. But I guess I mean, he was also half health too. He's got to come back or something, right? Because I recognize the voice talking to Forden after checking Luis's body. That sounded like the necromancer that we fought near the beginning of the game, the one that was at the top of the church. It sounded a lot like him, but I don't know. We'll have to see. In any case, though, I thank you all for stopping by, and for VOD watchers on YouTube, thanks for watching towards the end here. If you want to see these streams live, I usually stream live on Twitch at 7 p.m. CST. Days are a tad variable, unfortunately, but what can you do? And if you want to see when I go live, it's usually best to follow my Blue Sky. I usually have my schedules and my times when I'm live up there, and I tend to also update whenever I can when streams may not be able to happen for whatever reason, be it something just interfered, or maybe I might be a tad late because I need to eat, stuff like that. So if you want to see when I'm usually live, that's usually where I'll post about it. I try my best to remember to post on the YouTube community post things, but sometimes I forget. That's just what happens. And as for other things to share, you got nothing else at this time, but those are to find. That's where you can find me to learn about any extra stuff. So yeah, with that said, I appreciate you all for coming by. It really means a lot that you all hang out and just, you know, we get to chill and chat about stuff. So thank you again. So stay hydrated, keep your postures checked, and I will see you all next time. Bye.